Just point at me when I'm on. Welcome to NightMayr, everybody. Oh my goodness. Our guest today is a good friend of mine, a radio legend, owner and CEO of Compound Media. He's done it all. He really has. And now he's back on WABC radio. And still doing his show on Compound Censored. I really should have written the intro out. I thought I would wing it.
Great.
I wung it. Welcome to the studio for the first time, Anthonycumia. Woo!
Thank you, Chrissie. So much fun. I love your studio. I watched your shows, your previous shows. The E-Rock show was great.
Oh yeah. We had to bring in extra snacks for him.
Yeah. I thought you just had him on first to test the furniture. Make sure.
Yeah. We had him jump up and down on the couch. Make sure it would hold.
We're good. We could get anyone now. I'm kidding, E-Rock. Oh, E-Rock.
Poor E-Rock.
Poor E-Rock.
And E-Rock's going to be sitting in on your radio show this week.
Yes. The second I said that I was going to have Jim Norton as my first live guest, because I'm here in New York, obviously, and this Sunday I'm doing a show from WABC studios in New York City, and Jim Norton is my first live guest, and I got the text immediately. Can I come and hang out? Sit there. It's like, E-Rock, of course. And don't worry, me and Jimmy would never say anything detrimental about you or make jokes about
your weight
as you're sitting there,
or have you go fetch you drinks or anything like that.
Yeah, he's going to be our little intern for the day.
Like old times
for old times sake.
So you flew in and
my arms are killing me.
Your arms are so tired.
Something like a bird or something.
You had a tweet go viral. There was some confusion because people thought you were commenting on the recent what was it? There's like a helicopter
crash in the Hudson. Again, it doesn't happen very often, but it's a helicopter. Those things go down. And but I was flying in from South Carolina, and I always do the elbow check. You know that.
You have to. You have to look in that cockpit.
You got to. These days, I don't want a DEI pilot. I want Sully Sullenberger elbows, maybe a couple of liver spots, grayish hair, and the captain hat all shaved in the back of the head. That's all I need.
Elbow skin that you could pull.
Elbow skin. It looks like your scrote. You know, something. Well, not your scrote.
My
man's scrote. But that's what I want. And I take pictures of their elbows because they're facing forward. They're fixing things. And that's what you see. But that's all you really need to see. So yesterday when I was flying, I took a picture and it's like, oh no, it's a woman.
Now, oh no!
This
is it? No way!
That's her. I got a perfect shot. She came out of the flight deck. I can't say cockpit. She came out of the cunt pit.
Are you sure she wasn't like misplaced her stewardess outfit?
That's what I thought. Cosplaying. She's cosplaying a little bit.
Getting ready for Halloween, maybe.
Yeah. But she was the pilot, too.
She's young.
She's young, yeah. And she's the pilot. So I'm like, this is, it's an Embraer plane, a commuter Delta flight, same one that flipped over in Toronto.
Oh, no.
And that was a woman pilot. So, call me misogynistic, but I want to, that's not Sully.
No, I don't trust that.
No.
She has a little bit of does she have a lazy eye on one side?
Oh, God, that's all you need. How many runways do you see there, honey? But she's got a wedding ring and an Apple Watch.
So maybe she's consulting the Apple Watch for when she has questions in the sky. Was she next to a man? Was there a man at all?
Yes, there was a man with a mustache.
Good.
As the first officer. So I was okay about that. But there was a guy in the first officer's seat in Toronto, too.
Oh, man.
So I'm just like, okay. So I took that picture and I post, just in case this is who did it. It's not.
Did she see you take this photo?
No, which is amazing.
It could have been another Times Square situation.
I zoomed in after I took it. I cropped it.
Okay, good.
So I was a little further back, but still in first class. And she was focused somewhere else. I took it real quick. And then I posted it. And people, I think a lot of people, because it got, how many views does it have now? Because it's insane.
What? 21.5 million.
and a half million views from yesterday. So I think from the comments, it seems like a lot of people thought I was goofing on the helicopter crash.
Oh, right.
Because a lot of comments like, you piece of shit, why are you making fun of family died? I'm like, I took this picture and posted this 3 hours before the helicopter crash. So either I'm a Kreskin, I have a precog,
rest in peace,
or you're an idiot. So, but I truly believe this. I would rather have a guy.
Yes.
I just would rather have a guy. She did a great job.
Would.
She had a cushy landing at LaGuardia, which is a short field. And it was a nice landing, so maybe the guy was doing it. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe she had gone to the bathroom. Maybe they switched seats.
Maybe she was changing a tampon, and the rear pilot had to do it.
Maybe she was braiding her pubes.
The pilot was putting down the flaps. She was wetting her flaps in the bathroom. Her flesh flaps. Oh!
Yeah, maybe she had left to go get coffee for the real pilot.
Right.
And move over, sweetheart.
But then I started getting scared like you, getting like they try to get you thrown off the airline.
Because the Twitter algorithm it's a mishmash. You're getting served up things that are sometimes days old, sometimes hours old, and so people jumped all over you. Just like I did a similar tweet. It was a black pilot. I was like flying to Indiana, or it was a layover, not even a direct to Indiana.
That's a grab your bag out of overhead and just say, open the door. I'll go down the slide, whatever it takes.
I didn't have time to book a new flight, and I was like, well, there was a white guy in the regular pilot seat. He was the co-pilot, so I was like, because I like to post the photos of the elbows too now. So this was weeks 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I'm still getting comments. And they'll find your Instagram. They'll comment on every photo of everything you've ever done.
And they'll try to find anyone that is related to you, anyone that they perceive as your boss. Or they just try to, that's the greatest thing about what we do is we don't really have a boss. The people at ABC are cool as hell, man. Those guys, they stick by me. I had some problems with like the Tel Aviv Times and the Jerusalem
Is anybody
Journal.
in Israel listening to you?
No.
Oh.
No one knows. And the weird thing is, like, I'm not known for being anti-Semitic.
Not yet. Not with that attitude.
If it was a racist thing, I could see, they probably have an argument there. But I'm definitely not. Oh, Jesus, it's yours.
Important announcement. I'm on my way to Fort Wayne, Indiana. I see the pilot in the cockpit. If I don't make it, blame DEI. I thought this was like a safe, like typical. I've tweeted like this a bunch of times before.
And I don't like the hair either. It's a little unkempt.
A little too long.
Pilots have to have that pilot cut with the hat and everything.
But he was in good shape, so that's something.
It doesn't really make a difference.
Probably from all the running from the cops.
Carrying those big screen TVs.
All the looting keeps you trim.
All right, there's a picture of an airplane in front of them to keep them busy during
the people of Twitter, they zoomed in on the stewardess box there. I don't know. And it says American Airlines on the, I don't know if that holds snacks or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, how did these people figure out it was American Airlines? I'm like, they zoomed in. You don't have to, but it's like there. If you go down a little bit more, or don't worry about it.
What's that? What is that? An engine?
It's the silver thing. It's
that
fine.
A motor?
It's below the hair. Anyway, the point is, it's fun. It's fun to tweet.
Yeah, and it's a tweet. It's funny. People know us. It's an inside joke kind of a thing. Can you consider it racist? Yeah, who gives a shit?
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Like,
it's funny.
Not everyone else is thinking it.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. When you get on a plane, you're thinking, all right, my odds of surviving this are less than if I didn't get on the plane.
Yeah.
Like I could just go home and lay in bed and I'm not going to be in a plane crash.
Your odds of survival are probably 100%.
Right. So I want it to be like the most safe flight ever. And that means I'd rather have a pilot that looks like Chuck Yeager or Sully. He flew an A-10 Warthog in the Gulf War. Like, that's the pilot I want. And then you look and go, oh, great. Because the first thing you're going to think is DEI. You're thinking, this person...
And they did it to themselves. Sorry, we didn't used to think this way in the 90s, the early aughts, before all this bullshit.
No, we assumed if they're sitting there, regardless of color or whatever, that they were qualified because they didn't lower the bar. Now you look and go, oh, who pushed them through so that a little black girl could get on the plane and go, they look like me. Yeah, they look like you.
Back to coach you.
So will the picture in the paper of tragedy strikes this American Airlines flight.
The pilot looks like me. Shut up. Just load the bags under the plane already. Hurry up. These bags aren't going to check themselves, honey.
Jesus.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, but...
got in, and of course, shit weather. It's New York, whatever. It was nice, 70 degrees down in South Carolina, sunny.
It's hard to come here.
And I'm like,
it's only really nice a couple months out of the year. Yeah. And then when it gets to be hot, like summer hot, then everything smells like garbage juice in the city.
Garbage juice, yes. And the thing is, when I used to live here and I would fly somewhere nice and it was sunny and you'd come back to this rainy, cold, windy. And now at least, though, I get to leave this.
Ooh, yeah.
And it's going to be nice when I get home.
So you met up with Gino at Sullivan's. It was like old times.
Yeah.
You were telling me before we went live, like just how much you used to drink. And I just didn't realize
it was crazy
how much it was.
It was really insane. It was all day. I would take the train in from Long Island. And I'd go over to Sullivan's about an hour or so before the show started. And that was when I started drinking, about 2-3 p.m. And then I'd go over to the studio and keep drinking. And then if Gino or Gavin came in to Sullivan's, it was shots. And then it got to the point where people knew I was over at Sullivan's, so fans would come in.
Was it always Jameson or whatever?
Jack or Jameson.
Okay.
It was like shots. So I had 5 shots and beers before I even went over to the studio.
Oh my God.
Now, if Gino was still there instead of Sullivan's, it's the bottle comes out and we're drinking. And then the beers keep going. And then I would take a beer for the train ride home. And then when I got home, there was beer in the fridge. And I'd play video games and drink until I went to sleep.
Would you drink water?
No. What? What is that?
I don't know.
What is that word?
Hydrated?
No, it was the worst. Now it's, I don't drink during the week when I do my show. I have my Topo Chico.
Do you feel sharper? Do you feel better? Or
no, not at all.
You're the only person I've heard who stopped drinking a large amount and doesn't feel.
I just have more energy. It's like, no, I just want to sleep. The best thing is that not waking up with hangovers.
Right.
Because the hangovers they get worse as time goes by. They get so bad, and you wake up, you just got the pounding headache. You feel like crap. You got no motivation to do anything. So that helped out. And I think that probably helps out with the WABC radio thing because it's a lot more work. It's not like work. I'm not roofing. I'm not putting shingles on roofs or tin knocking, air conditioning. But there's definitely more preparation. I have to do a lot more recording of stuff. I have to record promos. And there's these 6-minute segments I have to do for the local feed because the network goes to the news because it's syndicated now.
Do you have to do like Blue Chew reads like on Compound?
Yeah. Reads thing. But it's just more regimented. There's times I gotta go in and out of breaks. Not like the podcast. It's an hour and a half of just yapping. So I have to be a little more sharp and responsible with what I'm doing. And time-wise, today I had sales meetings over at WABC.
Wow, like a real job.
Yeah. I did Sid's show this morning. I was on for about an hour with Sid this morning. So yeah, I say that all the time. I go, I fucking got myself a job. What am I doing? Why? Everything was fine. I was doing my podcast and I got myself a goddamn job, but I love it. I did it. I took the job because I wanted to do broadcast radio again, and I'm really happy with it.
How did it come about? Was this something you pursued?
No, I never pursued this. It was actually your buddy, Amory.
Oh, it was Amory. Okay.
Yeah.
I heard someone say
Amory.
that. I was like, wasn't sure.
We got along great. She's amazing. So fun.
Shout out to Amory. Yeah, she's a comic here in New
Amory's
York.
great.
And she moved to, I think, New Mexico. She lives now.
Yeah. She's out west. And she texted me and said, my old boss wants your number for something like an appearance fee. He wants to know what your appearance fee is.
Wow.
And I'm looking, it's like ABC. What is Curtis Leewood doing something? They want me to go like, hey, let's and now here comes Curtis. Like
live from the N train.
Yeah, a car dealership. What does he want? Appearance fee. So I said, yeah, give him my number. And the president of WABC calls me and wants me to come to New York to sit and talk about a show.
Wow.
I was like, what the fuck? How did this come about? They were just like, they wanted something exciting, something a little edgy for their station. I mean, AM talk radio, conservative talk radio, isn't known as the bastion of excitement.
No, not
and
usually.
hasn't been for many, many years. So they were like, we just want to bring that vibe back to talk radio, where it's not just blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh my God, this guy, he might get fired again. So I was like, yeah, let's do this. And I see it as a form of vindication, a little bit.
Of course.
Because, they wouldn't have called me if they didn't need me. I wasn't soliciting myself for a radio job. I assumed that ship had sailed, years and years ago, a decade ago, and I was doing what I love doing anyway, doing the podcast and doing these tours with Gavin and Josh Denny and whatever else comes up, going Shuley show and things like that. Just having fun. Having fun. And then I got myself a goddamn job. But I love it. It's challenging because it's regular radio. I snapped right back into the language thing, though.
Wow,
like
really?
I don't have any problem with, so what the fuck?
Being clean.
Yeah, being clean. And it brought me back to the old WNEW days and K-Rock days where you want to talk about things that are not quite FCC compliant, but you got to word it a certain way. And that all just came flooding right back. I could talk about anything.
Good,
Everyone knows what I'm talking about. And it's filthy or it's racist or it's homophobic, misogynistic. But, it's the way you put it. And I think that the subtle way of doing a show like that is what separates people that are broadcasters from podcasting.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a back patter. I've never been that guy. But there are people that do broadcasting and do it well. And then there are people that do podcasts that consider themselves broadcasters and say, oh, I could do a radio show. And it's like, no, I don't think you can.
The biggest difference is being able to not curse, you think?
No, I think it's being interesting, compelling, passionate about what you're talking about, conversational, without all of the mishmash of shit that is accepted in a podcast. People don't understand, podcasting is very casual. It's talking, even people that have a pretty strict podcast clock, they call it, or schedule. A lot of it is you're reading chats, you're a lot of inside stuff, things like that. And a broadcaster doing a broadcast radio show has to talk about a much broader audience. When people are listening to your podcast, it's because they like you already. You have they're a captive audience, especially in subscriber based. You have Patreon. You have people that want to send you super chats. When you're on broadcast radio, you're throwing it out there to anyone. They could fucking hate you. Some of them do. And it's just a matter of, the phone calls that come in. They're not going to be, you're awesome, dude. Remember that time a couple of weeks ago, you had this thing. It's like,
well, like a compound, we wouldn't get all fans calling in. It would be random people, sometimes haters.
You're random people, haters, things like that. But with radio, you're even throwing a broader net out there. There was a woman that called me 70 years old on ABC. And she goes, I didn't know who you were. I never heard of you, but I'm enjoying your show so much.
Really?
And I'm just like, it reminded me again of the old school Opie and Anthony show on NEW, where people don't know who the fuck you are. She didn't know about the 55-gallon drum challenge or the wiffle ball bat challenge or shooting ping pong balls or eggs out of a girl's vagina.
Or
see how far they go.
Cakes.
Yeah, stomping on cake. I'm now talking about politics, and
I thought you were gonna say like she picked up the phone. She's trying to dial like an ambulance for herself. She couldn't be like, help! I'm on the ground in the bathroom.
I'm calling from my life call pendant.
Life alert. Yeah.
My life alert pendant. Hello.
I'm out of medication.
Is this the pharmacy? Yeah, so it's just a broader net that you're throwing out there. If people decide to listen to you and like you, it's because they appreciate what you're doing. It's not just I paid for a Patreon, so I'm almost obligated to listen to this show or subscription or something. So it's a lot different, and you do have to be a lot tighter and organized and just a better broadcaster. And that's kind of a lost art these days. Everyone that has a microphone and a podcast believe that they're broadcasters. And in a sense, in 2025, I guess you fall under that umbrella, but it isn't like radio broadcasting is or was. And I'm happy to go back to that medium. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, it's exciting, it's challenging, and there's a certain vindication that goes with it.
And it seems like you can't just act like everybody listening already loves you, is already a fan. It's almost like, not that you're auditioning, but it's like you're doing a show. It seems like the prime like difference between broadcasting and podcasting is like, pretend you don't, everyone who's listening doesn't know you. You have to be more regimented. You have to be a bit like cleaner, tighter, and maybe be more topics focused than just shooting the shit.
Yeah, no one's getting your show or my podcast show or anyone else's podcast by accident. You don't tune in and go, oh, I didn't even know I was here. In that car with your dumb AM radio or something, there are plenty of people that hit something and they go, what is this? They hear a word.
They just do
I'll just be going, I'll be going, they'll hit something and they hear jerk off. And they go, what? Wait, I'm going to stop and see what he's saying. So you accidentally pick up somebody and they might like you, they might hate you, but that doesn't happen with podcasting. It's pretty much scheduled, regimented appointment listening or viewing with a podcast. They know who you are, they know what you do, they like it, so they listen. Radio that's a thing that was always something. Me and Opie, when we first started doing the O&A show, we'd get to a new station like NEW, and the first month the calls were, shut up, play the music, where's Led Zeppelin, where's Ken Dashow to play the Beatles, you suck, you guys will be gone in a month.
Wow.
And that was because they hate you. But that was part of it, trying to build that audience. And that's what I'm doing now over at ABC.
Yeah, it seems like it's easier to go from broadcasting to podcasting than the other way around.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people that do podcasting and do well in podcasting would not do well immediately anyway, doing broadcast radio.
And you have to look at the clock more so. You've got your segments that are timed out.
There are a lot. It's much more regimented. Yeah, I do my show Monday through Thursday. Compound censored, censor.tv. I do that. I talk the whole time. There's not one break. An hour and a half, beginning to end, I'm talking the entire time. No piss break. No, we'll be right back. And while I like that format for the internet, for a podcast, it's not radio. Radio is all about, it's a weird thing that goes on where you do a break, you tease the next break, you do an 8-minute segment and then a 15-minute segment. You got to make sure the 8-minute segment is an 8-minute story.
Yeah.
And so there's, when I prepare for that show, there's a lot more juggling around where I want to put something. When I'm doing my podcast show, I just have a list of what I want to get to, the video clips, and I don't have to pick any one thing in any order. If I feel like talking about this, I'll pop it up, play the video and discuss it. Radio's more regimented in that way. Yeah.
And for radio, you've got like kind of a remote, you've got a producer back here in New York while you're in South Carolina. Like,
yeah,
they'll be talking to you or like.
Yeah. I have to wear headphones, which I'm not used to doing because my compound show, I just hear it out of a speaker. You got a good enough mic, it doesn't pick up the bullshit. And that's what I do. But yeah, you got to wear headphones. You have the producer, the board op guy, the guy that sent you the sound clips that you sent to him. He sends them back. So there's a lot more engineering going on. There's a lot more people involved. When I do my show, it's me. It gets sent up to Gavin's studio here in New York, but I don't need anybody else to run my show. With the radio show, there's, salespeople, the GM, the engineers, the board guy. It's a lot of people involved. And that's the thing I'm not used to. I might have answered 1 or 2 texts a day before this.
Wow.
Now it's like 10 texts I have to answer. This guy needs this. He needs me to pop on and give a Jimmy Norton This Sunday promo. They need one of these segments that I have to pre-tape or something. So I record a guest segment from my end of the whole thing, and then I got to send that video up to them. So there's always something going on. And, while it's work, technically, to me, it's great. I love it. And I never thought I'd be making money at it. Like, did you hear about that whole thing? That was kind of
maybe Opie was
scandal.
saying that you didn't make any money, or that it was a bad time of week or whatever. And Frank actually did the math on how much you make, and he prorated it, and I think it comes out to like $1 million a year. So it's pretty good.
It's crazy. And I didn't do this for money. And the proof is that I took the job not knowing how much I was going to be making. I swear to you, I thought I was going to make $150 an episode. My boss told me, he goes, we could give you 150 or 150. And I thought it was $150 an episode.
Wow.
That's how used to podcasting I've been. And I'd been exiled from radio. I hadn't done one speck of broadcast radio in a decade. So I'm like, yeah, this makes sense. I have to prove myself. And then I got the contract and was like, it's much more than that.
Cool.
I misunderstood. But Opie saying things like, I got offered, it wasn't enough. They offered me $40,000. I'm like, I need more than that.
Who is offering him a job?
That's what he says. No one was, by the way, no one. But, I wanted to take the job regardless of money. I didn't care. I thought it was exciting. I thought it was a good challenge. And I thought it would be a way, to get my foot back in the door of broadcast radio. Not even that I wanted to. Like, I'm not looking to say like, oh my God, this is going to be my new career is going to be broadcast radio. But to be asked and to be offered money to do broadcast radio means, hey, they like what you do. They appreciate it. They think you do it well. And everyone likes hearing that. I don't care who you are. You like hearing that you do something well, something that you're passionate about, especially. So to hear, dummy with, I'm not impressed. It's not impressive. You know what the best way to show somebody that you're not impressed? Do it.
Yeah.
So you do it. If something isn't impressive, then if you did it tomorrow, I'd have to go like, maybe it's not that impressive. He just did it and now he's doing it. But to just sit and tell someone what they do isn't impressive, it's such a bullshit pussy move.
It is. And ever since Opie called me boring and my show too boring to do, I've decided to, I've been doing a little bit of research. I've been familiarizing myself with the lore and old O&A fight.
Yes,
and
the canon.
The canon. And this is, Opie, you can undo this by coming on the show. There's an open invitation. I will send a car for you. It'll be just.
He'll never.
It'll be great.
He will never do that. Everyone says to him, Brennan, Come on my show. I'll give you $1,000.
my show.
We'll trash Anthony. It'll be great. And Opie's like, maybe nothing. You're a coward. You're petrified to put yourself out there to where you can be critiqued.
But we're already critiquing him.
I know. That's
There's
the fucked up thing.
the only scenario where Opie is not critiqued is whereas he is gone from the internet, where he live streams no more.
Well, here's the thing with being critiqued and what he does. He's got an excuse for it because he says, what are you saying? I'm not even doing a show.
I'm not even trying.
I show up. I do this because I want to. I show up. I don't care how many people, man. I don't care about a good camera or lighting or a microphone. I don't care about preparing because I'm not doing a show. I'm just popping on. It's like, oh, so that way no one can say, wow, your show sucks. Because then he could go, it's not a show, dude.
It's not a show. Oh, so what? I have a visible ring light in the reflection of my window. Oh, I'm not doing it. So
it's pure cowardice. So then don't do it at all.
Right.
Or give it your best shot. But he has such a lack of confidence in what he does, and as well he should, that he just can't bring himself to say, hey, this is my show. This is Opie Radio. I went out, I actually researched equipment and this. I'm preparing topics. It's just stare at the screen, read the chat, get mad because they lie to him because they're trolling him.
And he just eats it up. He believes every time. Everyone.
He's Charlie Brown with Lucy and the football every time. Every single time. And, there's only so many people that will believe that just do what I want to do, man. I don't need to do this. I don't even consider it a show. Yes, you do. You're trying your best to get more people to watch. Being as lazy as he is, but no one doesn't care. You want more people to watch you. You want them to like what you're doing. You want the accolades. You want the chat to be full of people going, oh my God, that was hilarious.
Yep.
So what the fuck are you doing?
Is he afraid of failure or success?
I think a little of both. I think when he's been successful,
it's because you were there.
Well, I think he's cognizant that he's not the driving force of that success. It was me and Jimmy and, the brand of Opie and Anthony, the peripheral players, the comics that would come in. And everyone was like, you're a glorified board op, you're this, that. So he was so insecure about that. And I think tired of hearing it, that he was self-destructive a lot of times as far as when success would start knocking, he would do things. Like I talk about the contract over the course of the years. He'd wait till 0 hour. Literally, if you don't sign this by 6 a.m., the deal's off the table. And everyone that worked for us is sitting there going, oh, I had signed it a month ago. Jimmy signed it. And all of our employees, Travis and E-Rock and everybody is like, do we have jobs tomorrow? And how do you put your staff through that? How do you put your staff through, you might not have a job tomorrow because, I don't know, I might not sign this. And that was because that was the only thing he had over people. It was the only power he had. He couldn't get people to laugh. He couldn't get comics to go, oh my God, that was a great line or a great burn or
Did
segment.
He have contacts? Did he have did he help with getting guests ever?
No, that was always Roland and other people. He had a role on the show. I would never say he didn't.
To keep the chair from rolling away.
Right. Keep the chair rolling. He was the straight guy. He was the guy that, hey guys, we gotta go to break. For whatever it's worth,
thirsty.
Me and Jimmy would just...
We're going to do a lunch order.
Yeah, we would ramble on for hours if we didn't know that we had to take care of business. But he wasn't the funny guy. He wanted to be the funny guy. And when it was more apparent every year that went by that he wasn't, he got bitter and vindictive and spiteful with the entire staff.
Wow.
I mean, there isn't one person that ever worked for the Opie and Anthony show that has kept in touch with that guy.
Yet he'll say that he's kept in touch with people. He's friends with people still, comics still. And it's like, who?
the greatest thing the other day. I'm listening because I listen. I don't lie. I don't lie and go, I don't need to listen to him. I don't hear what
I don't know how to say a last name.
I listen to every single show. It's just all of them. I listen to everybody. I listen to Brennan. I listen to all the shows. What else am I doing? And he's talking about
stories.
Yeah, he's talking about his good friend Bill Burr. Which, by the way, Bill hasn't gotten in touch with, obviously, me. I can't stand the guy now. And Opie, he hasn't talked to Opie in forever. And the thing Opie goes, he goes, yeah, my buddy Bill Burr, I gotta get to the theater on Broadway and see him in Death of a Salesman. He's in Glengarry Glen Ross, you dummy.
Maybe go see that too.
Go see that one. He didn't even know, his good friend, he didn't even know what show he's in. And it's been promoted all over. If you're, good to see your good friend on Broadway, I would assume you know the name. Death of a Salesman. Hey,
wow.
Hey, Biff, what are you doing over there, Biff? You're not too good at business. Why don't you shoot yourself?
I gotta go see my good friend Bill Burr in The Lion King.
The Lion King. He's dressed up like a lion. It's brutal, dude.
Brutal. I used to do a good Bill Burr.
Everyone got to do good.
Yeah.
Ryan from he started everyone doing the Bill Burr. Ryan,
I'm sorry. Everyone just expressed themselves that day. So big deal. My wife gave the president the finger. Big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no time for his bullshit either. That whole thing.
Opie, he says his good friend, his peers include Bill Burr, Joe Rogan. It's like, these are people that are not, these are not your peers. Your peers are the potato and the puppet, whoever does your show. We are your peers. Your peers are people that you have access to, answer you back, come on your show, that sort of thing.
And he's been putting old material that is Opie and Anthony stuff on YouTube and monetizing it. He's done this forever. Never suggested giving a dime to me or Jimmy or E-Rock or any of the peripheral guys that were on the show. I don't care. I never have. There's no cease and desist in the works. Go ahead, make a few bucks. God bless. But, to say I'm not impressed when people are actually moving forward, moving on from 25 years ago. Jimmy's got his own show. Yeah. Jim Norton Can't Save You. Everyone has their own thing they're doing. And he just is dwelling in the past, posting old O&A clips for money, and then going like, oh, my good friend Bert Kreischer, in this clip he's doing. It's like, this is from 5-10 years ago. When was the last time you talked to Bert or anybody? So I always look at it with a little bit of, I feel
pity?
Bad. Yes, pity. And I hate it. Because he'll say nasty shit about me. He says I say nasty stuff about him. All I say is he's incompetent.
He'll say that he's got all this tea on you, yet never, ever says anything.
Never says anything. Yeah, maybe someday I'll say what I have on Anthony. What? I've said it all. What are you waiting for? I've said it all on radio, on the internet, in books. Everything I have in my life has been thrown out there. So, what? I still have, at the very least, keep in touch with people I worked with, that we worked with. And most of the cases are I'm good friends with them. And he's got dirt that they never realized. There's some deep, dark secret. Look out. They're like, no.
Just you wait. Yeah.
That's how a passive-aggressive narcissist works.
It is. I do pity him because it's like,
I pity the fool.
Homeboy has not done a thing to update his resume, and now it's like, as the years keep passing, it's like it's now been longer and longer since you've done something.
So people don't care. They forget about you. They assume you are incapable of doing anything, so they're not going to reach out or not interested. They're not going to reach out. That's why I was stunned when ABC reached out for me, and I was like, of course I'll take this. But no one's calling. What's he doing? I'm not doing a show. I don't
Opie,
care.
we really love what you're doing in front of that window and in front of the beach.
Yeah,
wow, we need that on our channel.
The ring light reflection and the that he doesn't even brush his hair.
We love your black mouth. We love the wine stained mouth. Yar, Captain Black Mouth.
Arr,
Arr,
I know what that is. Like,
it's gotta be wine.
God bless. I'm not gonna get into anyone's physical condition or anything. I've had my run, but yeah, like, run a comb through your fucking hair if you're going on camera. Have something prepared. Anything. Staring at the screen, squinting. He makes fun of, my my Chief Brody glasses from Jaws. He's like, those are crazy. You see the crazy glasses he wears? And I'm like, yeah, at least I'm not like this, squinting at my $2 super chat. Oh, fucking A. Look, now I'm going off. See?
You can squint. Go, I don't respect you. Wah.
My glasses are dirty. Brennan. So many clowns in the Dabbleverse, and then the extra Dabbleverse, peripheral, orbit.
The
that includes
orbiters.
Opie, then the way out people that think they're part of it. And it's, you started one hell of a thing with that dabble. When you told John, so you dabble in comedy, it took off.
I can't believe I really stepped in it. And I have Gino to thank, because I was like, anything I should know before interviewing Stuttering John? And he was like, I don't know. He like barely does stand up. And that's what I remembered. I was like, okay, you kind of dabble in stand up. And he couldn't have been more triggered. And there
have been hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars dedicated to the Dabbleverse that you coined.
And I don't ask for a percentage.
No. You gotta, get that cease and desist out there.
Oh my God.
Trademarked. Dabble.
I would never. And Opie's a part of that, because he is dabbling in podcasting. If he were to like step his game up and get some sort of a set together, he could do more than dabbling.
Yeah. But nothing. I don't know. God bless him.
He would do pretty, if he tried, if he really gave a shit. And he could probably afford a producer, someone to make him graphics, someone to like teach him things.
Right.
And he would probably do a pretty decent job if he gave a shit.
If you have a topic to talk about, no one's good enough to just wing it every day. There are some days where there is nothing going on in the news and I'm struggling for topics, and that's where you start pulling out your personal life and things that oh boy, but if you depend on that every day, you're gonna sink. You need to know what's interesting, what's going on, what's going on in the world.
If it's just your personal life, like, you might get to a place where you're oversharing, maybe where you're like saying things you shouldn't say, and
just because you're sharing doesn't mean it's interesting. There's a lot of people that believe that a camera's pointing at me and I'm talking into a microphone, it must be interesting. Opie does this too. I hate to keep talking about him. He'll walk down the streets of New York with his phone, and just because it's New York and it's being streamed, it must be interesting. And it's like, no, it is the opposite of interesting.
Go to a historical site. Go to
anything.
He could do like funny tours of New York.
Right. I've seen these shows, and I've stopped and gone, this is interesting. This guy's got a story about a fucking bridge. Great.
He should try to get a gig on a tour bus and give like funny tours of New York.
I've been on this bus since I was 18.
I don't respect anybody on this bus.
Yeah. Oh, good. Oh, the driver's doing all the work.
Oh, we did get a $50 super chat. Is that something I interrupt the convo to talk about? From Boardroom Jimmy, late to the show. Opie is an asshole. I gave Opie and Jim a chance while watching. Oops, it's going away.
Oh, there it is.
I gave Opie and Jim a chance while watching Ant on his stuff. Anthony continued on and started a whole different world. P.S. I'm drunk, so don't hate. We would
nice.
We love the drunks.
Nice.
Thank you, Boardroom Jimmy.
Yeah, it's, you got to move on at some point.
You got to move on.
That's what we do.
We love the Opster. Oh, I wanted to address this because when you were talking to Gavin's like, what hasn't anyone had me on their show yet?
Oh, right. Yes.
Gavin is being a little dishonest because not 2 Christmas ago, I sent him a Christmas card. He sent me a Christmas card. And then this Christmas, the Christmas following after he fired everybody, I still was going to send him a card. And I texted him to confirm his address and he wouldn't confirm his address. He said, send it to my accountant. And I was like,
no.
what the fuck? I was like, I was like, how impersonal and weird can you get? I was like, what, dude? Like, I'm like, I don't think you moved. I have your address still. Like, I'm just going to send you a Christmas card. It's like, send it to my accountant. I was like, what? And it was just like
my accountant.
The weirdest thing. I'm like, what are you like? I don't know. Like Jeff Bezos? Like, I don't know. Like, another Christmas card for you, sir. Throw it on the pile with the rest of them.
Yeah, we were talking about that on Wednesday's show and the firing thing, and he's like, I heard they still hate me. I'm like, yeah,
he didn't handle it well. He
handled it like Gavin handles things. That's Gavin. Like, I wish I had part of that in me, not pure Gavin, but pure Anthony doesn't work either.
Because
like, as a business, to running a business, you have to be a mixture of Anthony and Gavin.
That makes sense.
Because while I just was like, yeah, okay, I don't care. Keep going. And Gavin just, you are on fire.
And I would have, I would appreciate like a little bit more of a heads up. I had maybe 3 days or something like that to get together like my final episode, and I was just like, and I remember just like calling like my friends. I'm like, who can come in? But I don't know. I don't appreciate the way he I felt like he led me on, and he was like, oh yeah, you're going to come on the network. Yeah. Well,
okay.
Okay. And then, by the way, just kidding. I just needed you to come on before July 4th. Now that it's passed, I don't need you anymore. I just needed your subscribers or something like that. And I was like, ugh, all right.
Now that he's heard this, he will, I'm sure.
He knows what he said.
Get back to you. I'm sure he will get back to you.
I'm fine for here's the reality. Like, it's just things are it's not that I can't hear harsh reality, but
business is a very strange thing. It's a strange thing. It's finances and dealing with people, and those are 2 totally different things. One is math, one is like English. It's like
it's tough, and like it's
I'm not good at it. I know that. I'm terrible at it. And Gavin is a little more heavy-handed with things like that. He's literally Hitler. What are you going to do? Call him literally Hitler.
Oh, he's not literally. Well, I think Hitler would be accepting of Christmas cards.
Probably. Not a Hanukkah? You don't think Hanukkah would be a big thing?
No more Hanukkah cards.
Hitler lighting the menorah?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe someday we can have Gavin over.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Really, yeah. He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy, like, on a personal level.
Yeah, he just, business, when business comes around, sometimes we'll be doing the show, especially with when Ryan was producing. And I would, like I said, I do my show, and if I even spoke to Ryan once during the show, it was odd. He just knew, here's the clips. When I talk about this, play this clip.
Yeah.
And with Gavin and Ryan, Gavin was constantly just, what are you, an idiot? You're retarded, right? And it was like, oh, God. But again, it's Gavin, and I love him. He's funny. He's crazy. We get along very well. We're very similar in a lot of ways, even though we're amazingly different in others. And I wish it would have gone better toward the end of Compound, but I'm as Brendan. He's a coward. He's a coward. He doesn't want to. You got to get Gavin to fire the staff. Okay.
Well, it's almost like if you don't plan how it's going to go, then you're leaving it up to like how it, you know what I mean? Like, yes. If you don't plan it, then it's just going to happen how it happens.
Yeah. I looked at it like, well, this should have been over 2 years ago, but like, since it went 2 years, I could literally just blow it up like a cartoon character at this point. But handling people in business is not easy.
Yeah.
It's not an easy thing, especially when they're your friends.
It's hard. And I felt like I was better prepared because it was never like a whole, salary for me or anything like that. It was one day I was like happy to do it the one day, and then was sort of like developing my other stuff on the side. And so I just thought, I figured it was inevitable. Because you were moving down to South Carolina. So how long are you going to want to keep doing that?
Yeah, it would have been a little difficult. As keeping the studio wouldn't have been reasonable at that point. I'm doing my show from my house. And at that point, and like you've done here, you got an amazing studio here. I think it reached a point where studios are kind of not necessary for a broadcast podcasting company like Gas Digital. They have the studio over there, and it's like, how much longer are you going to have the studio? You really don't need it at this point. There's plenty of places you can go and do shows, but Louis,
I remember at one point, Gavin even said like he was going to give us thousands of dollars each to build up a home studio, and I feel like
I never heard that one.
I feel like that was part of the things that he just said. So like, I don't know.
Oh.
For real. Yeah. Like there was a point where me and Gina were like, oh, wow. We're going to get,
never heard that.
We're going to continue on. We were going to get thousands of like a couple $1,000s each to like do up our studios. I mean, I was doing this anyway, but it just was I
made sure that equipment went to Garrett and Steve and Gino.
That was very nice of you.
The Drew thing happened where Drew was like keeping the equipment and
keeping
using
some of the equipment
to do broadcasting gigs, and that got a little out of hand.
I didn't know that he was doing gigs with it. I know that he eventually gave most of it, I think, to Gino. But
I was like, why doesn't Garrett and Steve, why don't they have a good camera and microphones and lights? I gave all that stuff, and Garrett and Steve were like, well, we don't have it.
It's a great Garrett impression.
Like, what? Like, well, where to go? Drew's keeping it. He does gigs. I was like, that wasn't what I gave the equipment for. I gave it to you guys. So they finally got that straightened out after kind of a kerfuffle.
It was a kerfuffle.
A little bit of a kerfuffle.
There were some ruffled feathers there.
Yeah. But I love those guys.
They're great. I'm really happy that they have continued it.
Yeah,
as regularly, and they're really doing. I mean and they haven't changed the wallpaper at all in there. It's hard to look at, but you're like, now I can't imagine anything else.
It's terrible. It's like one of those 3D art things.
It's like a magic eye.
A magic eye thing. Yeah. But I pop on and call them every so often or super chat or something. I'm happy that they're continuing doing it. And that was like, you have literally 4 times the viewers right now than Opie has. And they did. It's, because they're 2 guys just yapping. It's funny. It's interesting. It's just 2 guys bullshitting, which is good. That's their show. And
I think they probably took a lot of the compound fans with them. Like
people loved the booth guys and the morning dump and whatever other things they would come up with. So it works. I really like those guys a lot, and they're doing a good job.
Yeah, I do miss everybody. I miss going in, but I remember I was going in like very pregnant too to do like some of those shows. I was like, what if my water breaks at Compound?
Be awesome.
I have to give birth at the studio.
So many like things that happened at the time the woman came in and stole the shit out of your
We're not going to say what color she was, but whatever you're thinking of, that's the right color. Yeah, she came in, she stole $300 out of my purse. I was like on a kick where I was like, I'm going to start carrying around cash again and just they pay for things in cash. And then she took that out of the purse. She took, I think, Lindsay Sabinosh's credit card out of her coat or purse, and that was shocking. I just
pinned it on Gino for letting her in, and
here we were being not racist.
Right.
See a black person in the studio, we go, everything's fine. Like the dog with the fire behind it.
Right.
Everything's fine. And meanwhile, she's robbing us. And
Must be a guest for someone's show or something.
Turns out maybe we should have been racist.
Yeah. And you would think Compound would have been the most racist studio. We would have been able to just be completely racist, but we tripped up and look what happened.
We trusted. And
See?
guess
we weren't
what?
racist. You got robbed.
What do you get for it?
That's what happens.
Nothing.
Bastard.
It was. I remember I was like, one day I'm going to clean the back room. I was like, I'm going to come in here and clean the fridge. And I never got to do that. I was like, I was going to clean the prop area.
It was just a fun atmosphere. Like everyone was, we had problems, certain personality conflicts, but it was great. A lot of people in there, and the guests were always good. I loved when your show came on because that couch was just full of pretty girls, and they were semi-clad.
Yeah.
And awesome.
I know. I miss like the guys that would come like raccoons. They just figured out that there was a show there.
Yes.
And then I couldn't keep them away. They would just show up. They knew how to get up there. They would come in and sit and watch the show. And I was like, all right,
How
you
the
guys.
hell did that happen?
I don't know. I think Drunk Jimmy. I don't know. Well, one guy found me, and most of the guys were cool. One guy, I did a show at the Beacon Theater. I hosted this big event a couple of years ago. It's through this app called Minds. So he kind of found me through that, and then he started showing up. He was like, I don't know if you remember Jordan. He was like the big black guy, and he was like, I'll be your security. I was like, I will take you up on that.
That works.
He's the coolest dude. And then Drunk Jimmy found us at Sullivan's. I think I adopted him at first. I started talking to him because he was the biggest fan of you. And
but
then
he was so fucking annoying.
He was annoying. He didn't really understand respect your space. At first.
Yeah, space was a thing.
He's tall and sort of like a lurching presence. So he would sort of we had to
standing at the bar to get a drink, he'd be like an inch away from me. I'm like, dude.
What's up, Anthony? Can I get you a shot?
Big fan.
What's up?
Yeah, just don't hover so much.
Be cool, buddy.
Yeah, chill.
Yeah, and then there was this guy named, I forget what his real name was, but he wanted us all to start calling him Big Balls Ben. Like, yeah, sure, buddy.
You can't make up your own nickname.
Start anew. He wanted to create his own nickname because I think
it was given to him because he went to Vegas for some porno expo.
No, because of the guests I would have on.
Yeah.
Super Ninja Vidal took him to one of these like adult film girl expos, and he became a man. I don't know what happened to him, but he came back and he was like walking taller, and he had a skip in his step. I was like, oh no, what if something happened?
They alluded to that it wasn't like a home run, let's say.
Right.
Oh boy, but he got on the base.
It was enough. It was
he
enough
went around the bases almost the whole way.
Yeah,
oh boy.
He understood
How much did that cost him?
what was going on. Yeah. There was some weird. Didn't you have Elon Musk's baby mama?
I had Ashley St. Clair on.
Yeah,
she
yeah.
covered the election with us.
Yes.
And I thought she was like this serious guest. Like I was excited because I'm like, oh, she's kind of like we were kind of friendly. We had done lunch a few times, but I thought she was like kind of a get. And I remember when I booked her, like most people that come to the studio, it's like they're kind of low maintenance. I remember she asked for a car, and I was like, oh. And I was like, E-Rock, do we like send cars for people? And I think he ended up doing it. But I remember being like,
a car?
I was like, okay, but you have to be. That's how you get to be Elon Musk's baby mama. You ask for a car for places.
For a car.
But I'm like, she lived in New York City. Like she lived closer than I did, and I was like, all right, okay.
Yeah. What was she doing that she was a guest? Like, what was her selling point?
She was like a conservative influencer type.
Oh, okay.
And she had written a children's book. And she was, am I describing her age? I don't know. She was like a person. She was like on the scene.
Okay.
She went to the TPUSA event I was at.
All right, so conservative.
She was just like a scenester kind of.
Boy, she hit the lotto.
How do you describe it, Ashley?
It's
she's like a pretty
she's
girl.
Nothing to me. Like
She made content. She did tweets. I don't know.
She deserved a car.
She
apparently.
did things. She felt. She felt like she deserved a car.
Yeah. And then you'd have.
I would be like, where can I get the bus? That would be me. Like, I'll walk there.
You'd have girls on that were just awesome, though. One of my favorites, Violet
Brandani.
I still, follow her on Twitter, and
she's really something.
Some of her
special.
posts, holy shit.
She really loves her life.
Completely naked. And she was always, but she was fun. We'd go over to Sullivan's and have a few beverages, and she was She was fun. She's one of those girls that you look at and go, what the fuck are you doing in that business?
I know. She's just so like beautiful and sweet, and like she could be doing anything. And I worried about her too, because she came over to do the show the first time. She got so drunk at Sullivan's. Somebody kept handing her shots. I don't know if it was Gino. I don't think it was Gino. I think it was somebody else. And I was like, text me when you get back, and she was so drunk. I put her in this cab, and I was like, I didn't.
Cab driver's like, thank you
very much.
So
I'm going to make love tonight. I will lose my V card. Oh, she won't be able to smell my stink. And I remember I was like, please text me when you get to the hotel, and she wasn't texting me, and I couldn't get on the train to come back to Westchester until I had heard from her. So I'm like at Sullivan's waiting. I'm like, oh my God, if she's like hurt or missing or dead, I'm gonna feel horrible. And then finally she answered me back, and I was like, oh God, because she's like nothing, you know what I mean? Like,
I know. Very
can handle no drinks.
And
so
because I'd get done with my show and I'd come out into the green room area. And I'd be like, oh, Chrissie's show. Yeah, because it'd be just hot blondes and
just
big
hanging
tits
out.
and half naked. I'm like, oh, Chrissie's got a show going on tonight. All right.
We're going to be discussing important topics.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No, that was great.
No, but that's like, and I just want to thank you. Like, that was the only place I could have done a show like that. Like, I can't do a show like that here. I'm a mother now.
You're a mother now. This is your home.
Yeah, I'm a married woman.
Can't bring floozies into your home.
Can't, I do. I treat this like my home.
Influence the young man.
Yeah, you can't. So
how's that going? That whole mom
having
thing?
a baby.
It is. It's a year. A year is a pretty big like benchmark as far as being a parent. You know.
I always wondered, why do people have first birthday parties? No, it's for the parents. It's like you kept it alive.
You're celebrating. It's still breathing.
Yeah,
light those candles.
Oh my God, birth is so humbling. It's just it's the best thing I've ever done. Like the second he came out, I'm like, oh, this is the best thing I've ever done.
Every mother says that. It's like, and any guy especially. Maybe women, even if they haven't had kids, they have that want and need and maternal instinct. But any guy just goes, I can't imagine that you enjoyed that at all. But women are just like, no, it's the most beautiful, wonderful.
It starts while you're carrying him around for 9 months, and then you're like, just get out. You know what I mean? Like you're sick of bumping into things. You're sick of nothing fitting you. You just feel fat and nothing.
So
fit.
You're E-Rock.
Yes, you basically. I found myself eating burrito bowls every day.
E-Rock, I'm kidding, E-Rock. Jeez, he's listening right now, getting all angry.
No, it's the best. It's like, and you know what? Most women do have a maternal instinct that finds its way into something else. Like I say about leftist women, it finds its way into activism. You know,
that mental patient.
Into like, I have to defend the victim groups. I have to defend like the retarded people or
wow,
whatever.
What a great point, because that would normally be protecting your child. Mm-hmm. But since they don't have that, they're just like, the weak, the people, the oppressed, the this, and then it's not a kid, so they wind up going crazy trying to protect it.
Yeah, or cats or whatever. Nothing against cat ownership.
Are you? Did you say you're against cat ownership?
I will tolerate a cat. Like if there was a cat here, I would pet it and I would be all about it. But I wouldn't go out of my way to obtain a cat.
Okay.
Yeah, dogs are better.
I love. I'll have one of these.
Oh, get another claw out of the.
A little claw. I like that. I'm a cat guy in that I don't like a lot of responsibility. I like a pet.
Yeah, that's right. You are like a cat.
A cat.
Like you're a cat person.
Like I can leave. I know I can leave for days, and if you put enough food down and have the water going, that cat's fine.
Do you have a cat fountain? Like so the water
the little fountain. They go there and they do that thing. Disgusting when I do it, but it's cute when a cat does it. But
pineapple or lime,
and I like that. Oh, I'll take the pineapple.
Yes,
and I like that they're independent. You're gonna come home. You know, the cat box might stink, and you got to clean it and freshen up.
It's alive,
but your couch is still intact. And you know your walls are still there. A dog is the next step up of responsibility if you don't have a child, and that though you can't leave them.
No,
You can't just put
they
food
will
out
be so upset
and leave for a day or two. They will fuck everything up. So I'm advancing to the dog phase. I think I don't even know if Missy had announced it or anything to anybody.
She's told me.
I posted a couple of pictures of the little puppy and everything, but yeah, we're getting a dog. We're picking him up. He's in North Carolina. A little puppy.
Malamar.
Yeah, a Malamar, like a cookie.
Malamute?
No, a Belgian Malinois.
Malinois.
Yeah, and they call them alligators. There he is. That's the little guy.
He's in blackface.
He's in blackface, which I find hilariously funny. He sings Mammy, like Al Jolson. Mammy, how I love you, how I love you.
Massa Anthony, can I come inside the house?
Is that just adorable?
Oh, what a petable head.
I know. And they grow up into insane thing. They call them meat missiles, fur torpedoes. The army uses them. They drop them out of helicopters.
No.
The cops use them. They need a lot of time, resources, land, and we have all that now. So I'm into getting a dog like this, guard dog. This is a working dog, a dog that wants to please and work
black.
And yeah. And they're just mental patients, but they're unbelievably loyal and
it looks like a German Shepherd.
They look a lot like a German Shepherd. They're in the Shepherd family.
Big ears. Wow.
Their old job used to be shepherding in Belgium.
Okay, it's a shepherd. I was gonna say, is it a hunting?
Yeah, it's a it's like a dog that herds sheep and
so it
things
herds.
like that. It's a herding dog, but they're very smart.
Wow.
They learn very fast. They're very clever, doorknobs and things like that. But they take to training very nicely if you're patient and you really put the effort in. And I can't wait. Like, I'm psyched to have a dog. I haven't had one since I was a kid, my dad's dog. So I'm psyched. And like I said, we got the property.
Yeah, he's gonna be so happy.
Yeah, a lot of room to run. And
do you have a breeder? Do you know where we're gonna get him from?
Oh, we already have him.
He's ordered?
That's him. That's
him?
the actual one we're picking up.
How old is he?
Right there, he's probably a month or so, or
goodness.
a couple. We're calling him Dallas.
That's so great.
From Alien. He's the Alien movie, Dallas, not the city, not the team, not the. It's Dallas.
Oh, he's so cute.
Little Dally.
Oh my goodness.
I'm psyched. It should be fun. I don't know how Neo, the Bengal cat, is going to respond to this, but it's a cat. He'll get over it.
Yeah, he might have a meltdown.
We adopted a little kitten, or fostered a kitten, during the hurricane last December.
At the gas station, right?
Yeah, found him at the gas station. But both of us, me and Missy, knew, like, we don't want another cat.
Yeah.
And he was adorable. The cat was so fucking
can't
cute.
Replace Beavis.
And stuff. And can't replace Beav. The Beav was the greatest cat ever. So I wasn't like, get another cat. But having a dog, it's a whole nother level of
like a person.
I have my house, my property, I have guns.
Yeah, you gotta have a dog.
I have all the man things. And fuck, a dog is the next step. And having a dog like this, that is a bit of a challenge. It's a real dog. It's a bit of a challenge. It's going to take time, but the payoff you get is this amazing, protective, loyal, awesome dog. So I'm psyched. I'm very
probably
psyched.
Load a gun for you.
Well, I want to, because there's a lot of trainers that want to help out, military guys, and teaching them to not go crazy when guns are fired is part of the whole deal. So that'll be part of, but that's much later, after just basic obedience.
Wow.
And they love biting. They just love to
my gosh.
bite.
So this is like a real like protector dog.
It is crazy. If you punch up some Belgian Malinois video of what they do, they're all over, so it won't be hard to find. They jump to heights of like 15 feet and can grab things.
I've seen
they
those
jump
videos.
over fences. They're
Wow.
look at this guy.
Some of them look scary though.
Yeah.
Those are some doggy mouth gums. That's a flappy gum. Ooh.
Yeah.
Whoa. He can look scary.
They're so athletic.
Yeah.
And but training, they want to be trained. They want to do for you.
Oh.
And yeah, look at it.
Wow. They're like goats.
Yeah. They're very they're strong and they're very smart. So
oh wow. Yeah, you can do a lot.
Yeah, I'm psyched. I'm excited.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Your cat's not going to do that. I mean, cats are great, but
the cat will look at you pissed off that you didn't give him a treat.
Mm-hmm.
You want a treat? Here's a treat.
Because a cat doesn't need you. Like dogs need you.
Dogs need you.
They love you.
Yes. They want that affection. They want to give it back to you. Cats, and look, Beavis was magic. He was one of the greatest cats. Very affectionate, smart, fun. I love Neo, but he could give a fuck.
Oh, Beavis
what
was
you're
better.
doing. Beavis was awesome. You could call him up and he'd come up on your lap. Neo, you're like, Neo. You might see one ear go backwards like, hey, did I hear something? Fuck off. So, yeah. I mean, we love him and everything. And he can be nice and sweet at some point. But, yeah, I'm very, very excited for the dog thing. April 26th, my birthday, April 26th. We're driving up to North Carolina to pick him up.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
What did Beavis die of?
Beavis died. He had some kind of he was 12 or 13, and Bengals, they don't last like 20 years like some cats do. And I think it was just his heart, his kidneys, organs just give out.
Oh, man.
He was drinking with Gino. So
it was the shots.
It was the shots. It was the beers every day, the video gaming.
A quadruple bypass. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Do they even do that? I would assume that some really rich people that are so attached to their cat would pay for a quadruple bypass on their cat.
Ugh.
Cat's walking around like a little walker. He's, I'm out of breath. I got to sit down. Yeah.
Let the mouse go. I want to talk about Bill Burr because you knew him way back when, and I've been watching his journey. Brutal. I've been watching his journey, and I'm like, is it the money that's changed him? Is it his wife telling him what to say? Because he's been on all these like very cringy appearances, like The View and like with Jimmy Kimmel, and it just seems like he is doing what Howard Stern did, where he's like turning his back on the common folk to suck up to whatever elite celebrity or whoever he thinks he has to align himself with.
Yes. They get that foot in the door and they just want more. That's the new goal. Like for the comics that came on the O&A show, all of them, Voss and DePaulo, Colin, Patrice Abonan, they wanted to do the best they could in comedy. Get a big crowd, play a good auditorium. Once they give you more than that, that's more than just a comic. Now you're an actor. Now you're this. Now all you want is that. You want more of it. And when Bill got that, fuck all the rest of everything else. And that's my opinion anyway. But I did know a lot of these guys pretty well. I couldn't imagine Patrice so you go on The View? You went on the View? Well, you're faggot, right? It would have just been inconceivable. But I think that maybe the money, maybe not. I don't know how Bill feels about money. But it's this power of being part of the Hollywood thing.
The in crowd.
He's on a red carpet. The media is talking to him right after they talk to J-Lo. And it's got to be like, this is where I'm going. I need more of this. And that's part of it. I think, look, I don't know about people's marriages. I don't know how they go. I don't live with the fucking guy. But from personally my relationship with the guy and what happened with that was his wife was directly involved with telling him. He told me that. My wife, I can't work with you anymore.
Couldn't come on any of your shows.
No, nothing. Because I didn't
even hang out.
My crime was that after I was fired for the episode in Times Square with the black woman, and certain comics, the O&A crowd, and they were very loyal until they're not. But they were like, what comics are backing Anthony? Because the ones that aren't can go fuck themselves. And Bill wasn't backing me. So the audience goes after him and goes, oh, is it because, and just laid into him and his wife.
Okay.
I get that. That's fucking terrible. You don't want people shit talking to your wife. But he tells me that I have to, or I should have gone on social media and said, hey guys, calm down. Don't bash his wife. It's like, have you ever been on the show? Do you know what these fans are like? If I would have said, calm down. First of all, yeah, lame for me. Like, I would have lost any respect of the audience.
You're not their dad.
I'm not their dad. I don't tell them what to do. And they would do it twice as bad, 10 times as bad. They were the pests. They were called that for a reason. And Bill should have known, I can't tell them to stop shitting on someone. They're going to shit on them even more. So I ignored it. I didn't say anything. And for that crime, Bill's wife, who got pissed about that, told him that he could no longer work with me.
But was she even like on Twitter? I mean, was she?
Yeah.
They were commenting on her social media?
They were on social media to the point where they saw it, and I think they were on social media at the time. And Bill's like a phony anyway. A lot of people have this misconception that he hits both sides. Like conservatives and liberals, writer. He'll get them all. And it's like, no, you're mistaken. He shits on conservatives, and then the liberals he shits on are white women. Like, you see these white women, and even conservative women and white women, and those are his enemies. So it's not liberals he's going after. He's going after white women,
which probably makes his wife happy.
Karens,
right?
Of course. You want to really goof on conservatives and liberals. Start talking about Black Lives Matter and what a circus that fucking crime syndicate is to this day. But no, not that. You want to goof on, he didn't start goofing on Biden until Biden was done. You didn't hear him talking about how insane this fucking guy was, because Disney and Star Wars would probably go, they kicked one girl off of Mandalorian.
Gina Carano.
Yeah, there you go. For what she was saying. And Bill's like, oh, look at me, though. I'm brave. I'm a comic. I'll talk about this. Not really, though. You won't really address some of the controversial issues that if you're as smart and edgy as you say you are, you notice. You see what's going on. And if you're talented as a comic, you could make it funny, but you don't touch those fucking things. Those are, for the racists and horrible people. I think he's, I think his wife has a lot of influence over what he does and says. And he got a taste of that fucking, he drank from the Hollywood goblet. And once you do that, there's no going back. You're only wanting to attain more. You want further. You want more celebrities to know who you are. You want more red carpet. And I think that and look, it's got to be fucking alluring.
How much? It's got to be a lot for him to change.
I don't know.
And carve out.
Ask, if I got some of those offers and that fame and money, and you're on the red carpet with A-listers, I don't know, maybe I'd be a fucking asshole. But it has to be alluring and like a drug to people, because so many people are sucked into it. So, while I'm not in a position where I could say he should or shouldn't have done it, I understand how the magnetism of it doesn't make him any less an asshole. Was
he ever edgy? Was he ever do you ever remember him?
Yeah.
Being fun
when absolutely. When he was on O&A, and he was in that studio at K-Rock when we were on K-Rock, the Baby Bird episode with Pat from Unaki throwing up eggnog into an intern's face over a garbage pail. And it was Joe Rogan and Bill Burr. They were in studio. Joe Rogan was doing Fear Factor, so we wanted to do something disgusting, and holy shit, that's still talked about. It's online.
Was it Christmas time because of the eggnog?
It was the eggnog challenge, yeah. So I think it was. And Bill's there just laughing. And then we had Bill in studio at XM when we had Bernie Getz, the subway vigilante from the 80s. We had him in and we got him so riled up. We thought he was going to start shooting people. And Bill was funny. He's like, hold on, Bernie. Don't let him go for his bag. He's pulling a gun out. It was funny.
What year was this? Like
This
early
was
aughts?
Probably early aughts. Yeah. That wasn't even Sirius XM. That was just XM when we were at the Steinway building on 57th. And I'll never say, I'm not one of those guys that goes, yeah, Bill was never funny. He was never cool. He was never. No, that makes it more heartbreaking because he was so funny and worked great with the show. And when you got those fucks together, DiPaolo, Burr, Patrice, and Voss in the same studio, you were in for something that you could never pay for a ticket to see that. It was astounding how they would destroy everyone in the room. And I loved it. Everyone did. It was, I think that really put the O&A show on the map was having comics in that weren't just doing their act. I'm playing Caroline's tonight and here's what I'm going to say. It was bring these people in. Don't dare do your act. We want you to fucking do what you guys do when you're hanging out.
Yeah.
And it worked great. It was funny as fuck. And, some of them are still fun and funny and some,
because maybe if you do
the nectar of Hollywood,
the sweet nectar.
Yes.
Right? 'Cause you do like these local radio shows, like before a gig. Yeah, maybe you have a couple things prepared, and sometimes it is bits from your act.
Yeah.
Because everybody else on the show is just like, ugh, so dry, and horrible.
Yeah, the hosts of the show don't know how to have a conversation, so it's like, so you took a plane here today? Oh, fuck, not the plane bit.
No.
But yeah, you have to have. And the hosts have to have the confidence that you can sit back and let someone else or other people take the show where that's going. A lot of these DJs, especially like Man Cow and all these other, they had to jump in every 2 seconds to let the audience know they were there. Fuck that. You got brilliance in the room. You got shit happening that 25 years from now, people are going to watch these videos, which they are. Let it go. Let it flow. Let what happens happen. So that was I think that was the most unique part of the O&A show and having those comics on where it wasn't like any other show having comedians on.
Yeah, because you weren't afraid to just let whatever
let them go. It's going to be so fucking good. Shut your mouth. And then if they goof on you, you have to take the chance of hitting back. And if you bomb, it's terrible. And if you delay, it's terrible. But if you hit, like it was a gamble. If Nick DiPaolo said something about you, like this fucking guy.
And you're like, all right, I'm up soon. I got to think of something.
And then you got something and you blurted it out. You're sitting for a split second. You're like, did I just fuck up my life? Because if it's not funny, then Voss and all the rest are going to go, and now you're just, bam, bam, they will fucking destroy you. So it was this moment where, and you couldn't take too long to think about it because that sucks too.
Right.
When you blurt something out too late.
You go, wait, I have something to say. From 5 minutes ago. Let's go back to that.
Remember when you said? So it was this weird firing, like a firing squad at each other. And some of my best moments and memories were those where, who's in the barrel, who fucked up, who's going to get the line in on somebody. And it was fantastic.
When did you
super chat?
Okay, hold on. When did you realize that you were really good at that and you could keep up like a comedian?
I think like a kid.
Yeah.
In school.
Always.
I mean, there was no time where I was sitting in a class where kids were busting balls or the teacher was trying to discipline that I didn't have the ability to blurt something out very quickly that cracked the room up. And I knew, I didn't know what I could possibly use it for, make my family laugh. I would go to Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner with my relatives and the table would be laughing their asses off at what I was saying. And I knew that was something. I knew it was a talent, but
how do you make
God knows how I would, I'll be the funniest air conditioning and heating tech ever. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
From Rhinoceros. Thank you, Rhinoceros, for the 50. I have a vision of Chrissie using the spanking paddle on Ben Shapiro, and Ben screams, "Thank you, Miss May. I have another." And Chrissie asks, "You haven't paid it yet, Benny boy." What? You haven't paid it yet, but
you haven't paid it yet. Wow, what a confusing super chat.
It makes it sound like I have a paddle just around
like remember the paddle you used
with? You know that paddle.
Would you paddle Ben Shapiro?
Sure, why not?
All right. He talks very fast.
Yes, he does. Protect yourself with ExpressVPN. Oh my God. Yeah. He might be a fun interview just to see if I could make him laugh.
You think?
I don't know. No, I think he'd probably be too guarded.
I don't think I've ever seen him on a light show where it's fun. Like it's always about Palestinians, and you're like, okay, hey, calm down. Everything's cool. Let's chill.
I don't know.
Let's talk about a TV show.
I don't know how long.
What's your favorite TV? What did you grow up watching on television?
That's what I would talk about, because honestly, Ben, I don't give a shit, nor do I know anything about Israel-Palestine. So
yeah.
So well, that's a
not knowing shit is anti-Semitic.
Oh, right.
You need to know everything. If you go around without like the knowledge of everything that's going on, that's even bad. Or it's anti-Palestinian, like depending on who you talk to.
Sound like they both suck. I don't know.
I don't want to get involved because it's just too much trouble. I just got a job in broadcast radio. I've had the Tel Aviv Times come after me. I can't afford the Jerusalem Journal and the Tel Aviv Times and the Netanyahu News. They all came after me.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Wow. I want to play this Mickey Rourke clip. I guess he's found himself on a reality show. What is it like? Everybody's sequestered in a house together.
Big Brother.
It was Big
UK,
Brother.
I think.
As soon as I saw this, I'm like, this dude must need money, because this is not the kind of thing you do willingly for fun. You're with the least fun people.
Those have been the bottom of the barrel of the entertainment business. Like when I talk about how alluring the Hollywood nectar is, that's when they spit you out and you're just destroyed and wrecked. You crawl to those shows. That
show is like, you have a soda machine, and I'm thinking of like, instead of just like getting it, it's like, no, you're drinking what is collecting in the bottom. You're like, anything. I'm so thirsty. Yeah.
Yeah, it's him and that disaster area lesbian girl. What's her name? JoJo,
who doesn't let 2 seconds go by before she's letting everyone know how much of a lesbian she is.
She's a lesbian? I didn't know. Of course she is. It's all she talks about.
She just, and I guess this is what lesbians do.
Yeah.
She's setting a bad example, I think, because you watch this, you go, all right, I guess what it means to be a lesbian is look as bad as possible.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to be attractive to men. But you want to still.
I'm not attracted to this. I wouldn't.
No.
If I was.
No, you want to be attractive
weird,
to
I wouldn't
lesbos.
go for that. Yeah.
To lesbians, so they try to make themselves not attractive to men. But then what are you doing?
Then you get this.
What a mess she is.
Let's play this clip because
she was on Dance Moms.
Really?
She was one of the kids on Dance Moms very long time ago. She was like literally a little kid.
Something must have happened.
Something,
she must have been molested. Because
it always happens.
It all lines up and makes sense for why she would be not into men anymore.
Yeah.
So you could take off your headphones, actually.
Really?
But now I just don't want to.
But I like them.
The sound from the computer is actually not playing through the headphones.
Oh, no. But now, where's hair and makeup now? I got to take care of my... All right.
So I rerouted it to the TV speaker. So hopefully...
Thank you, Fealty.
Oh, God.
He looks like a lesbian himself.
Yeah. Imagine the breath.
Oh, he looks like he's got old cigarette breath.
Stiggy booze breath. Look at how she walks.
This just looks so boring.
I could tell.
Like, what do they do all day?
My partner is non-binary. That's the
okay.
Like he knows what that is.
Like, knows or cares.
He's 70. What does he know?
He doesn't look 70, but probably because he's
Just think, in 4
got
days, we'll never
Botox.
see each other again.
4 days.
Nah, babe.
I'm trying to last 4 days. If I stay longer than 4 days, you won't be gay anymore.
I can guarantee I will still be gay and I will still be
She
in a
has
very happy
not an
relationship.
ounce of a sense of humor.
No.
I can promise you that won't happen. I dare you to try. You'll be the one tied up.
He's so miserable. He looks like just like
No, I
a
do TV
granddad
stuff.
yelling
I
at
do,
his
like, do TV shows,
Yeah.
I do
daughter or
present now.
something.
Maybe one day.
Maybe. It all depends.
I know. It's a completely different industry to what it was back when
Guy's
you were.
shirtless. Put a shirt on.
Holy, yeah.
And then you had all the strikes. Didn't you?
He's just pissing him off.
They've created a necklace to go around this goof.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
because he doesn't
the-
wear a shirt,
He
man.
has to
2
be
years of
shirtless.
COVID, and then a 7-month actor strike. I had to borrow $500,000 from the bank.
And that's I'm like, oh, he needs money.
Yeah.
And pay bills off. And
Yeah.
everybody in those picket lines is an out-of-work actor.
Yeah.
Well, there would be the flavor of the month actors show up to just say how great I am. You know, I'm at the picket line.
You would never know
Poor
that's the same
people
guy
that will never get a
No,
job.
from years ago.
No,
Aren't I wonderful?
he looks so different.
Thank you, love. Aye. Good. Yeah. We all vote each other
That
out.
girl
that with
was
the-
no part of this. Look at her.
Who
I'm
is
gonna vote the
she?
lesbian out real quick.
Let's vote the lesbian. That's so funny. It's not homophobic.
Homophobia.
It's not homophobic.
Have you got any valid? You got any?
Just saying that someone's a lesbian.
Yeah.
No, we can't discuss this. This is undiscussable.
The lesbian I'm going to vote out.
No, you can't do that.
Can't say that.
He
Can't
doesn't
say
know.
that. Of course you can
Let's
say
Jojo.
that. You can say
Jojo.
whatever you want.
Jojo.
Jojo.
Campy doesn't know.
Is she?
Lovely girl, yeah.
Yeah.
She's a good lad.
Appreciate ya.
Everyone in there's kissing her ass.
Yeah.
I need a fag.
Oh,
to you.
cigarette.
I need a
See, because it's British.
You can't say that, Mickey.
One breath at a time, troops. One breath at a time.
Oh, like she's so pained. Oh my God, to
Yeah,
deal with
yeah,
this
never
man.
heard the word.
Oh, I can't handle
Say
this.
that, Mickey.
I know, but I was talking about a cigarette.
I know you. I know. Yeah, I know.
Oof,
See,
look at
boys,
him.
And then they call him in
He's a mess.
to reprimand him.
Yes.
They call him into the principal's office.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's all they want. This is all they want to
They're like,
happen.
something. Please let something happen.
Yeah.
He's the only one making anything happen.
It's just boring. These shows have been boring
so
for decades.
boring.
Come to the diary room.
The diary
Yeah,
room.
this is when they call him in.
Oh, the confessional. That's the diary room.
They
It's the
should
same.
just have, I don't know, drugs laid out for these people, drinks, like make something happen.
Justify it because
Nope.
it's not right. You can't try and justify things which just aren't right.
Justify.
There's no point in sitting here and going, oh, it's like if it's someone's age. It's so like that's not a thing anymore.
But what I felt when you were over there was like you had my back. And that, to be honest,
God, what
nonsense.
nonsense.
Because it's really
I have
right
no
and wrong,
reason to
isn't
have
it?
my
It's
back.
between right and wrong, and that meant a lot. So
Yeah, it's not about having your back. It's
thank
like
you.
I'm a lesbian.
there's right and then there's wrong.
Yep.
You're right though.
Keep it up, you might unlesbian her.
So dramatic. Yeah, believe me, he could probably play this.
I think
any
so.
player could get her to
She's
not be a lesbian.
so deep in
Just
it that
stop.
she can't.
Right.
She's a shower and a new outfit away from
Yeah, yeah.
straight.
From being straight. Is she
Yeah.
crying there? Ugh.
She's crying. No, I think she wants to get a whiff of a man.
Yeah,
She's
what
like,
is
oh,
this?
this
Smell.
armpit is. I haven't smelled an armpit in a long time.
Feeling some sensation.
Yeah, that's what she's doing. She's going, oh God, am I sure I want to be a lesbian?
Yeah.
This is nice.
So she's never heard the dreaded F word for gay, and it's all so phony.
It is so funny. Like, oh, I'm so hurt by this.
A bit of your anger.
They're so gay. And you're acting gay by being offended by this.
Cool, dude.
You're a cool dude.
I dropped my ring.
Do you want some help?
No, it's you can't move the couch. I'm whacking it with this back.
This is what's happening.
I just
This
need
is their
something a
content.
little
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
longer.
But you've seen it.
What the fuck is that? Holy.
Who is that?
Who is this guy?
What is he wearing on his
What
head?
is that on his head? That's hilarious. It's like a hobbit wig. He looks like a
Why
hobbit.
can't he get a toupee that matches his age?
He wants
He wants
the
to look
young
like a-
surfer kid.
Yeah, he wants people to ask him where the beach is.
Yeah, this is Doheny Beach, Hang 10, Surfer guy.
Oof.
He looks better than Mickey Rourke, though.
Well,
Just
grading on a
barely.
curve with Mickey thrown in, that's for sure.
Seen it.
You know what? And this is where Bill Burr is headed. He's going to be on one of these.
Oh,
shows.
yeah. Dude, it's brutal.
Well, I heard fag.
It's a
What?
lesbian.
You never heard fag? I dropped my ring under the couch. It's a life alert. I have to press it when I'm in danger so my wife comes to pick me up.
I'm 70 years old. Dude.
Ugh, that's so sad.
You got your slippers.
I want to apologize.
And then they make him apologize.
Yeah.
Happy to having a short fuse.
He has his hood of shame on.
I appreciate your apology. I appreciate your apology, and I hope
He doesn't care. They're making him apologize.
I hope you enjoy your slippers. Hey.
Has she ever seen Pope of Greenwich Village? Has she ever seen him when he was a young man in movies and an A-list heartthrob?
What did he look like when he was young?
He was hot?
He was
Brad Pitt.
No way,
He
that was
at
him?
that time.
Is that Claudia Schiffer?
I don't know.
I think
No,
so.
that's
That
what's her name?
looks like Claudia Schiffer.
Bit with a B.
Bridget Bardot? No.
No.
That's older.
Yeah, but she was in a few movies.
The chat knows.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, wow.
The it guy, like handsome and A-list actor
Wow.
for 10 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah, and then he started
Jacqueline Bisset.
maybe. Wow, he is cute. And then he started messing with his
He
face.
fucked with his face, and it happened fast.
Wow.
Like he went from that to just being a bruiser.
It's Kim Basinger.
Oh, Kim Basinger. I knew it was something with a B.
B.
Why did I say Bisset? Isn't Jacqueline Bisset black? I don't even know.
No, she was
I
white.
don't know.
She was beset herself.
He was the guy. He was the guy. And now these people look at him. He shouldn't even be in that house
No.
just based on
That's
what a star he was.
so sad.
It is.
Ugh.
It is.
And now
sad.
he's like catering to some like overly sensitive,
Oh, God.
half lesbian.
Half wannabe lesbo.
Yeah.
She's not even a lesbo.
She's
Let's
not-
be real
She
here.
doesn't have any skin
It's
in the
a
game.
career move for
Yeah.
her. It's a career move. She does everything to try to be outrageous. you
Yeah.
know? And meanwhile, everyone laughs at her. And then she's like, oh, I'm a lesbian too. Oh, okay. Is that what plays this year? Mm-hmm. Yeah, she'll get knocked up at some point.
I hope so.
Yeah.
That's my hope for women like her. You'll turn around.
It's going to turn around. We're going to turn this around.
She's gonna turn it around.
Turn this around. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is so great.
What a mess.
Wow. Wow. This was so great, Anthony.
I love this. You have a beautiful place here. I'm very happy that you're doing this. This is what you're supposed to be doing.
I had a ring light before, but I was like, you know
A little
what?
ring light. Now I'm looking around. You should see this place. There's lights, like professional lighting has been done in here. And it's great. It's, you made the jump to, I'm going to do this, so I'm going to do it well. And that's what people
Aw.
should do.
Thanks, Anthony. I'm so excited. You uncanceled yourself. This is
I uncanceled.
pretty cool.
I don't know how that happened. But
Wow.
It's like you're unleashed.
I am
He
Anthony
is
Unleashed.
Unleashed. Literally unleashed.
I made a quick New York video, by the way.
Is it on your thread?
On my way back from the station, I walked across town in Manhattan, and it was raining, and there's a lot of history in New York City. So I pulled the phone out. I recorded some stuff, and I'm going to post it. Like, I'm going to show you what you could do in New York. Pick something interesting, a building, something with history, and then record it. Show yourself on the camera. You don't have to just walk around
Get a
like
selfie
that.
stick.
And then talk. Actually have something to say. So I did that, and I'm just going to edit it together and tighten it up and maybe put a quick background music very low to it. And then I'll put it out there and be like, this is what I did. It's going to be the Anthonycumia New York Minute or so. 'Cause
Ooh.
It's over a minute. New York Minute or so.
That sounds great.
Premiering tonight once I get back to my hotel. And by the way, no big thing. I did it on my phone. And I'm using editing software on my phone. No computers needed. No other people. No producer. No set. I'm doing it that way. And I did most of it in the car on the way here. I did the basic editing and stuff. And I'm going to do that. And tonight I will post it on YouTube and on X. And it will be, oh, that's how you do a New York segment. Yeah.
Not just yelling at homeless men.
Right. It's just crazy. Look at this guy. He's selling hot dogs on the streets of New York. Dude, how are your hot dogs?
You're still homeless.
It's crazy.
I'm going to buy envelopes.
Mental.
Well, he did get pooped on the other day.
Oh, I saw that. Like I said, I watch it all.
You did?
Yeah, he went up to a giraffe sculpture. And then he went to look at it, and then he was looking at champagne in the window, and a drip from above, happens in New York, hit him on the hand, and he did a whole thing about that.
Oh,
He's
boy.
like, I think it's poop. I think poop hit me. First of all, it's come from this guy. Shut up.
It's got to be air conditioning
And
juice.
just air conditioning juice. It happens, or whatever.
Yeah.
It was raining, something from the gutter, and it smells bad because it's just stagnating. It poop on my head, dude. And then he walks up to someone, dude, don't go back there. There's poop. And he thinks that's like outrageous. That's Unleashed.
I think he's stunted maybe at around like 10th or 11th grade.
Yes. Stunted.
Opie
His
stunted.
Stunted growth. Yeah, there it is.
Urine dropped.
Urine just dropped on my head. No, it's not. There's an awning. Water collects. It's dirty. Yeah. It's leaves and
It's New York City. It's
sediment
filth. It's just
from a
filth.
rooftop. It's dirt. It's
Dude, I was under that thing. Oh my God.
this to him was a great break.
Wow.
A great break.
He was like, thank you, something.
Holy crap.
And you're going to wipe it on. Ew.
Yeah, so he's using the water on the granite
gross.
to wipe it, but that doesn't work. It still smells.
Wipe it on your pants. Get on with your day.
Oh my God. Holy crap.
Still going. And he edited this. Like you
He's
see
like
cuts.
he's acting like an old
This is
woman.
the best version of this he could get.
Walk the streets.
You're going to wipe it on a leaf?
Napkin poop just landed on my head. I need a
This
napkin.
woman
This
doesn't
is crazy.
care.
It's Unleashed.
It's the worst when he involves the people of New York
it's the
just trying to
worst.
do their
Right.
jobs.
Poop falling from the sky.
They don't care about you.
Poop fall from the sky. He thinks this is gold. This is gold.
Maybe we could team up and do Bagels Unleashed.
Look, did you see? I talked to the person at the cart,
Look, I'm talking to the folks. I'm down here
and
with
just
the
because
people.
he's interacting with someone means it's gold. Again, like anything that happens is amazing just because it happened.
And it's almost like, yes, I've come down from my penthouse apartment to just rap with the people.
That is a great
It
point.
feels so like
My ivory tower.
Yeah, I'm down here with the peons. Let's see what the common folk
Street
are
level,
doing.
your filthy streets.
Yeah. I'm never leaving again.
Oh, that's delicious.
Have an ice.
Ice,
What are the
yeah.
flavors?
What else? What else? Does he do it again?
Can I see?
Oh,
Yeah, he yells
no.
again. He can't do it a third time, right?
No. The rainbow should have been the last one because that's
Right,
That's the
right.
big the showstopper.
Where the giraffe is? Have you seen the giraffe down there? There's a giraffe.
This duty,
Oh
poopy.
my god!
There's an air conditioner.
Buy
There's
the ice from the
champagne.
woman and then walk away.
I just got shit on.
I'm waiting for the woman to say, "Leave it
Shit
alone."
on my head. Oh, sorry.
This isn't
All right,
just because you're recording people doesn't mean it's necessary to put it out there. That's why there's something called editing. That's why when they make movies, the best movies in the world, there's something called the cutting room floor, where things that don't fit, aren't good, they end up not seeing the light of day. Just because you're out recording doesn't mean everything is worth watching.
It's sad because he doesn't have, he's not practicing. He's not talking to people.
No.
He's not bantering with anybody. So he's very out of practice, very unsharp. When he goes down to with the commoners, he thinks he's, like I'm going to watch him get a load of me. And then it's like, no, you're dull and you're not sharpening your tools. And even like when he was on with you, like I was listening to those fights where he was hoping that he would do his own show and you and Jim would end up doing their own show. Yeah. But I'm like, at any point did he try to take an improv class or do anything to make himself funnier or like sharper on his feet or anything?
And when it turned out to just be him, it failed miserably. He wanted that to be like, when I got fired, that was his opportunity. And that's why my biggest beef was, and I've heard other things, and I'm not going to say that this is what happened or not. But I've heard other things where he actually suggested to management, like, well, we can't have him on anymore if he's going to be racist like this. I've heard this. I don't know. I'm not going to, and fuck him for doing that, because that's what he does. I'm not going to do that. But he had the opportunity with Jim, and Jim couldn't take him. So Jim and Sam ended up getting a show. And then Opie got his own show. And this was his chance to go, finally, I'm not saddled with fucking dopey Anthony or this fucking Jimmy, and I could finally show the world how awesome I could be when it's just my show. And he gets his collection of guys, and it failed miserably. No one cared. No one was watching it. And, it ended. But this now, like walking around, everything that's possibly going into the lens of your phone,
he's
is
yelling
gold.
At security guards. He's yelling at people trying to make a living on the street.
Yes.
And then homeless people.
I love that take, because he had to come down in an elevator.
Yes.
How many?
Doorman building.
Bing. How many? Yeah. Bing. Did he have to hear?
Can't wait to go back up there. Too.
Right.
Can't wait to get back up to the nice apartment.
Before he reached that disgusting street level where he could go and look at the awful people that live in shit and have to sell their wares from carts. And oh my God, Chrissy, yes.
Like he's like, who wants $1? Who wants to dance on that video for $1?
Yes. Oh, Unleashed NYC.
Oh, this was when I tried to be unleashed. I went to a local.
Oh, right.
I tried to do an homage of sorts.
Because he's getting like envelopes or something?
This is my version of it.
Yours?
Yes. Play it.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, I'm going to buy envelopes.
The music play.
Buy envelopes.
All right.
Oh, boy.
This is so stupid.
I love it. It's good stuff. You're killing it.
I found a store that looked exactly like the
it does. It's stationary.
Because I have no idea what's funny. And I'm old. And I'm very out of touch.
Yeah.
These envelopes. These envelopes. Oh, the envelopes are here.
Oh.
There's padded envelopes, but no pads. No feminine hygiene products. Where are the envelopes? Hey, where are the envelopes?
This is his show.
I'm sure they're here in the paper aisle. I just making a big deal of it because I'm very out of touch.
Haagen-Dazs.
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 Yeah.
Oh, here are envelopes.
No, those are cards with envelopes. Candy.
Do you guys have envelopes? Envelopes?
You interacted with someone. Awesome.
I'm talking to the common folk.
Gold right there.
Oh, they're right here.
You were just there. How did you miss them?
I had to double check.
Need any pens?
Sorry if I was a bother.
I forgot to do it. I was a bother.
Oh, bother. Oh. See? I don't know. Some reason I liked yours a little better.
Oh, wow.
There was more of a, I was kind of invested in, are you going to find the envelopes? I cared.
Oh my God. And then we did a Opie radio. We did just a stream of Opie's beach, of Opie's
the beach
backyard in his Hampton
beach house. Yeah.
I wonder if that's I think we did post that.
Opie said he wouldn't take any gig. Oh, look at that with your blonde
This
hair.
is just Nope radio, and it's just a looping.
Oh, a loop of the behind him.
Yes.
Oh, wow, look at that.
It's his show, but without him.
Right, I'd watch this.
Yeah.
Waves, the sea, the clouds. By the way, why does it always look like this behind him?
It's never been a nice day.
I've never seen a nice beach day where people are frolicking or having fun.
Maybe it's just cloudy over his house.
It's like not hell, but it's like purgatory. Like he's in purgatory.
Yeah, this is we actually put a camera in his backyard.
Yeah.
And this is it's a live feed of his backyard. And it's my dates on
It
Laurel.
looks cold.
It does look cold. Like what's the point of being on the beach if you need a sweatshirt and sweatpants and socks?
I've never seen a nice day here. And this is supposedly like the Hamptons. Isn't there action
the
there?
Hamptons are
Don't you go to the
overrated.
Hamptons to go to parties and like there's clubs out there or whatever, or even on the beach, like there's neighbors. I've never seen a neighbor come by and go, "Oh, how you doing, man? Hey, my man."
No local.
Nothing. It might as well be a green screen.
The Hamptons are over. I think COVID ruined it.
Yeah, it kinda did.
Everyone's scattered. It's not the scene it
Howard
was.
still goes there though. Hoo hoo, Robin.
Ooh.
I take the Howie copter. Hoo hoo. I don't want a black pilot, Robin.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, I just wanted to show that.
Awesome.
This did get 1.8K views. It was 3 hours of just this.
Oh wow.
Wow. That's amazing. Nope. I love how that worked out.
Nope.
If you just put an N in front of
Opie.
Nope, it's Opie. It's Nope. Yeah, look at that. Nice.
So you can see what's happening back there.
Hours. Holy shit.
And people were in the chat the entirety of the stream,
It's
just hanging out.
soothing. It's something to have on while
You
you're
might
at work.
see the Loch Ness Monster or something, a mermaid.
Or a local, anybody
Yeah,
walk by.
something. Submarine. I don't know.
Oh my God. Anthony, thank you so much for coming by. This has been such
Chrissy.
a delight.
When I'm in New York, I'm available. I'm doing a month. Once a month, I come into New York to do ABC.
Like a period.
Like a period. I have my time, my flow. It's very heavy. Yeah, no, I love this. I love this.
Yay.
I'm so proud of you. You got this together. It looks great. It sounds great. You're great.
Oh.
I watch your show. I tell you, I watch it all.
Oh.
I'm not one of these guys. I don't have time. All I have is time. Sometimes I get tired of video games. Maybe a little less time when I get the dog. I'll have to go
That'll
fetch,
be great.
fetch, and then I'll watch
We'll
more
train
shows
him.
again. But no, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for
I love
coming,
it.
Anthony.
I love you.
Oh, I love
Your
you
little
too.
family is adorable. And yeah.
Where can people watch you and find you?
So many things now.
Wow.
Obviously, I'm still at Compound Censored. That's compoundmedia.com, censored.tv. We're working on a new app. I apologize. A lot of people complaining about the app. It's always an app fuck problem, but we're working on a new app. Should be out any day now where there won't be any more issues. There's been some Compound Media app issues. 4:30 to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Then Sunday nights, WABC AM New York. I do the Anthonycumia show, 8 to 10, or 11. They gave me another hour.
Wow.
They syndicated me to, now I'm in 20 markets, and they gave me an extra hour. I'm doing 3 hours now. So it's awesome. I got Jim Norton this Sunday. Me, Jim Norton, 3 hours. Broadcast radio, first time since K-Rock back in the old days before the walkover. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that. And I want to thank everybody for the support. You guys have been awesome. You've been there. You've been clicking on all the links as far as the recorded stuff goes, and it's so funny. It's like I get thousands of views, and then the next show down, it's like 300.
Oh no!
I know. They know what they got with me, and they got me cheap. I'm cheap, but yeah. Thank you, Chrissie.
This was great.
Awesome.
We do have some super chats if you want.
Ooh, super chats.
Let's bang them out real quick.
Who's super chat?
Russell Hall, thanks for the 2. Did you tell him Cecil sat on that couch? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. You're sitting where Cecil sat, and E-Rock.
Yeah, I noticed that the springs are a little shot.
A little, yeah.
Oh, E-Rock.
Spicy Mustard for 10. Thanks for doing a great interview of Anthony. Thank you, Spicy Mustard. Zato for 10. Anthony would be perfect on Colin Quinn's tour of New York series of videos. They could replace the walkover.
Yes, I've seen Colin's a take on New York. He interviews people from like, so you were born in Hell's Kitchen. What was that like? No, I like Colin.
No ID caller for 2. Talk WABC. Ant-Man glows. So deserved. Love you, Ant.
Gavin did that to me.
Ant-Man, that's funny.
He's running with he could come up with things, and you know how out of control some of Gavin's ideas can get. They literally change world policies. So he went with this Ant-Man thing, and now it's like, oh great, I'm Ant-Man.
Is he the Wasp? No.
Yes.
Beavis Lee Ray for the 5. Hi, Chrissy Sup, and thanks for making Sundays great again, my Noga.
Thank you.
Thank you, David Hill and King of All Mediums for subscribing. Tony Baloney for 5. Hey guys, just came over from the Dabble House.
Oh,
Chrissy, I love your coverage of the Opster. Thank you. That means a lot to me. I really kind of fell into this.
Yeah.
I'm an Opie journalist now.
You're
I
the
guess.
start of the Dabbleverse too, so you're responsible for a lot.
Opie's in the Dabbleverse now, whether he likes it or not. Thank you, Rhinoceros, for the 50. You are the king of the chat. Okay, we did that one. Joe Mama for 5. I love listening to the Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Come to the Anthill this Sunday.
The Anthill.
Pour some sugar on the Ant-Man.
Have a cube on me. Tino for 20. That breed of dog has the tongue of a waterhead. Hey, no offense.
Yeah.
Junior for 10. My favorite episode of the Anthonycumia show was when Artie Lang and Dave Smith were trolling Chris Hansen, and it felt like he was going to storm out of the studio from the harassment.
God. Artie kept asking Chris Hansen if he touches kids. It was terrible. I was so like cringe, but it was pretty funny.
That's amazing. Maggie Ellis for 10. Anthony, please tell Chrissy she needs to do a show in Greenville. I love you both. Also, Aunt, I have a cat named Neo. He had a sister named Trinity, but she's no longer with us.
That'll happen.
Jimmy Mernsbin for 5. Drew's a great drummer. Some of us saw his band Dodongo last week. He misses you. This is drunk, Jimmy. He misses all y'all.
Yeah.
And Anthony, I hope you're back in the Bill Schultz business.
No, he friggin' fucked my coat, my jacket up. My Jaws.
He took your Jaws jacket?
And then he altered it.
Oh, no.
Yes, I didn't know. He had it for a while. And he goes, if you don't come and pick this up, I'm taking it. And I texted him and I said, no, I want it back. I'm coming to New York and I'm going to get it. And then I came to New York, but I didn't end up getting it. He wore it out. It was too big for him because anything would be too big for that fucking cricket.
Oh, cricket.
And then he went to a tailor and had it altered.
Taken in.
So then when he sent it back to me, because Missy got pissed and goes, you send that fucking thing back. He sent it back. I hung it up. So I'm on the air with Steve and Garrett. And they go, oh, you got it back? And I go, yeah. They go, have you tried it on? And they're laughing. It was so fucking funny. I go, wait, what? He goes, try it on.
You want to see it?
And I put it on. Yeah.
I remember this jacket because when we did the compound calendar.
It's handmade because we couldn't find anchor material from the Mayor Vaughn from Jaws.
Right.
It was hand painted by a friend of Angela's.
Craftsman.
Yes. And
wow.
Yeah, watch this. It's.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know. I just took it and hung it up.
To keep it.
They're laughing because they know.
It's a beautiful
I don't know at this point.
Oh, no.
This is all legit. I had no idea.
Dry cleaner to get it kind of fitted to his slight frame.
Oh no!
So
Did you have to have it
we're
let
not
out?
Sure
No,
if
it's
it still
ruined.
fits
Oh
you.
no! You can't have it let out.
Show, I would wear a
can't-
lot of Bill's jackets.
Is it much
and I couldn't
smaller?
get 'em
So he did
over
the
my
sleeves.
shoulders. Dude, that's it.
Oh no!
This motherfucker.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Oh no!
This is why I'm out of the Bill Burr. Bill Burr. Bilt's business.
Oh no!
Look at this.
Dude, he fucking fucked my coat up.
Oh no!
I don't.
So that was a one of a kind.
He did like same day he took it, didn't
What
he?
kind of fruit alters another man's clothes? You just wear it.
He just really thought he was going to keep it, I guess.
Yeah, I was handed like, you want to maybe take care of that? No, I was.
no.
They're laughing because I didn't know. They knew, and they're like, "Wait, you didn't try it on? Go get it. Try it on." Yeah,
Oh no!
yeah, and you can't let it back out. They cut it. It's done. My Jaws jacket. I was so proud of it.
Are you still keeping it? How do you?
Oh yeah. What do you think?
Okay.
I'm going to give it to that
All
fucking
right.
guy?
Maybe frame it. God, I don't know. Can you get the person who made it and tell them to make another one?
No, it's
They're
done.
dead now.
It is done. That is Babe Ruth's Red Sox jersey.
Oh my God,
It's gone.
That sucks.
I know. So I'm out of the Bill Schultz business too.
Yeah, how do you come back from that? If I were him, I would find who made it. I would do my best to try to replace it.
Try to replace it, but no.
That's what I would do. Okay, was that all of them?
I'm trying to get back to.
Hey Max, random question for Amp, but were you ever an NHL hockey fan? I know Gavin is, and let's face it, better people in it than the NBA or NFL. Why? Because they're white?
When the Islanders won 4 in a row dynasty back in the 80s, I was a hockey fan. Other than that, when the Rangers won their first one in many, many years back in the 90s, fan of that. But never I'd never had like a team I was really pulling for. I'd watch hockey. I'll bet on it occasionally. Stupid Gino will tell you, and I'll lose miserably.
Stewie fell for 2. Ant-Man and Waspy Gal. Thank you. Laziest Man on Mars for 2. Olsen sisters have ants in their pants.
Yeah, that was a bit back in the NEW days.
Flipper for
Ants in their
10.
pants.
I loved Anthony from the XFL days. I'm really proud of him for getting a radio gig, and I've been a subscriber for XM Sirius Compound Media. The pests still love you. Aw.
Thank you, Mr. Flipper or Ms. Flipper. Who knows?
A Flipper.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, yeah, that should be caught up now.
That was it. Thank you, guys.
Great.
Thank you for the
Yes.
Super Chats.
Super Chats. Talk about my kids.
What is Stuttering John up to? I haven't looked in on him.
Did you see him get pulled over?
Oh, yes, I did.
was
I'm
great.
lying. I watched the whole body
It's
cam
a
footage
study.
of him. I watched a recap of it where he's telling the cop, like, nobody told me I had to get my registration
No one
fixed.
told me. No one told me. Yeah, it's called being an adult. I had a blast going through that whole thing. It's a masterclass on what not to do when you get pulled
They
over.
should show that to driver's ed classes.
Yes.
And be like, this is.
Here's what you don't do.
not-
Like, anytime I've been pulled over, don't you get the vibe from the cop before you say anything? Like, because believe me, you'll get a vibe off the cop the second they appear at your window.
Yeah.
Now you have to alter what you're going to do based on his vibe. Are you going to try to get out of it with a PBA card? Are you going to say, yeah, I'm sorry? Are you going to go, well, I didn't think I was going that fast? All kinds
Do
of
you
shit.
want to take a boob out?
There you
Yeah.
go. Right. John could have done that too, taking a boob out.
I got pulled over once when I was pregnant. I was like, I'm on my way to an ultrasound. And I just sort of like positioned my belly.
Did you get out of it?
I did get out of
Nice.
it.
Yeah, that'll work.
But it was like a very.
They'll
I
understand
was going
that.
like 50 and a 40 or something like that. It was like lame.
Anything 10 miles an hour or under is you're busting balls. You're just busting my balls. But I'll never say that. I'll say, yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, officer.
You're right.
10 and 2. Not grabbing for anything. John didn't have his registration. It was expired.
No, let me check the trunk, right?
It's in the trunk, I think. You fucking... I'm going to put you in the trunk. You fucking...
All my
jaboo.
important papers are in the trunk.
I always keep everything in the trunk. What a douche.
Oh boy.
Oh, there was just one $100 super chat. We
Whoa!
Stop it.
From RXCSLC said, love the new studio. It sure would be great to get James Gandolfini and Jennifer Aniston in there.
Oh wow. Oh God. Oh, well, Ross, we were on a break. I don't know if I want to do a podcast.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, it's James Gandolfini. Oh.
You cut your hair because of the horse.
Oh, well, it was a very popular hairstyle. Everyone had it. It was called the Rachel.
They called it the Rachel. It's a very difficult situation for you, the barber.
Are these cement shoes going on my feet? I couldn't help but notice there's a horse head in my bed.
This thing of ours. And that thing of yours, the fucking hair.
Well, that's really all.
That's all you need to do.
Say
That's perfect.
Oh shit. Oh, Beavis, Lee, and Y for 5. SJ was threatening Carl and Shuli yesterday with 20 bikers. Nothing happened. He left the bar 15 minutes before Carl and Shuli arrived. Whoa.
Yeah, they're at the bar that John goes to or wants to go to. Because I heard yesterday, because Missy's down there. And she's like, yeah, John left like before we got there.
Oh,
He's
wow.
Mr. Tough Guy. And then, not that anyone wants to fight.
No.
The fact that John and Zumak and all these guys are like, you come here, I'll kick your ass. Like, dude, you're all at least teetering on 60. How about you stop with the I'm going to fight thing? I love when they say that to me. It's like, yeah, Cumia, why don't you come down here and say that? And, let's get the gloves on. And it's like, at my age and what I've been through, I'll just shoot you. I have no qualms. If someone squares off, I think in a court of law, I could probably convince a jury that me fighting is threatening to my life.
Yeah, I'd be like, look, we have somebody who's a known wallet stealer here, or whatever.
Wallet stealer. So I'll just be like, I'll just shoot you and I'll deal with it later. But I won't be punching. I'm not a fight guy.
Come on, grow up. We're not.
Grow the fuck up. They're such jerk offs.
Oof. And that's what they have to resort to because it's like they can't.
I'll kick your ass. Oh, you're a tough guy. You're an internet tough guy.
Oh my God.
It turns out there are more super chats. The list had reset on me, so I pulled up a different way of finding it.
We must give them recognition.
Oh, well.
That's how it works.
Wow.
Jane Nate said, hey, Aunt, glad you made it last night with Gino. I was worried there'd be a pic of you in the hospital. Thumbs up and tubes coming out of your chest.
Oh, great. Yeah. No, I didn't push it that far.
Okay, K-Max for 20 said, Anthony, your view of some saying the kid in Texas committed self-defense because his backpack was pushed. Carmelo Anthony has a GoFundMe claiming he could claim self-defense. Your view of what they call self-defense?
Yeah, that wasn't self-defense. I mean, you really need to know the criteria is you feel imminent death is right there. Someone's going to kill you. You don't walk away from a self-defense. You don't walk into a self-defense case with no bruises or anything wrong with you. They're trying to bring that whole thing with Kyle Rittenhouse into it and go, oh, why was he able to have self-defense? There was a guy with a gun trying to shoot him.
Yeah.
And he shot back. Oh, George Zimmerman with Trayvon. Yeah, he was bashing his head against the sidewalk. This just doesn't seem like self-defense. I don't know everything yet. We'll see what the facts bring. But right now, doesn't look like self-defense.
Wow.
And he's black.
I can't read these.
Okay, so Joel Kargerman for 10 said, hi, Anthony. I've been a fan of yours and Jim since I discovered old O&A highlights on YouTube in 2015. Have a great night.
You too, Joel. Thank you.
And then Rhinoceros for 5 said, Chrissie is the equivalent to comedy as Rick Beato is to music. Hail the internet. That's high praise.
I
hope that's good.
I hope that's some kind of a compliment.
Rick Beato has a music channel where he interviews tons of music legends from like the
okay.
90s. Like,
hey, that works.
Yeah.
Does he have a great rack?
I got scared.
He does, a rack of guitars.
Okay. Okay.
He plays music too. He's very talented.
Wow.
He is to interviews as the bass player to Warrant was music. See, that would be bad.
Or winger.
Or winger. Or any bass player, really.
Yeah.
I love that joke. It's like, what do you call a guy that hangs out with bands? A bass player. That's so
That's
mean.
great.
It's so true.
It's so true.
Boardroom Jimmy for 50 said, late to show Opie is, an asshole. I gave Opie and Jim a chance while watching in on his stuff.
Oh, we did this one. Yeah.
Oh, you did this one? Okay,
That's a repeat.
I'm drunk, don't hate. Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, Bob, fan of Patrice, said, remember when he played Candy Crush, Comedy Gold?
Yeah, he would just play. He'd give up. Me and Jimmy would start rolling on something and making each other crack up, and you'd hear like, bloop, 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 bloop,
would?
like Opie would just
Opie would
start
play
playing Candy
Candy
Crush on air, and we'd look at him and
Damn.
go, "Oh, he's mad." He goes, "Well, it's with you. I was pushed out of my own show." So play Candy Crush
Like a child.
like a child. Yes.
Oh.
Jimmy Mernsbins for 2 said, Aunt, I saw Bobo the other night. Pet Neo for us.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
drunk
yes.
Jimmy.
At a Mets game, he goes to all the Mets games.
Oh, I miss drunk Jimmy.
Yeah. Eric Peterson for 10 said, Aunt, I met the great Millsy B last night at Dabble House.
Missy B.
Missy
yeah.
B.
Oh, that's not an L. My bad. These are very small letters.
Millsy.
Milsey.
I was like,
Hey, Millsy.
Hey, Milsey.
Yeah, Millsy. Give me a fucking drink.
Meatloaf.
I hope if I ever see her, she doesn't have that gun she tried to hand you that time. And he said, House meet and greet is awesome, Chrissy. I loved you as Gabby Hoffman. Skull.
One of the greatest. You did her.
Skull.
That was a perfect impression, and it was so weirdly
was so
vague.
weird.
Like, it's just like, who does an impression of just some Jewish woman that came in with honey and apples? It was perfect. That made me laugh. Yeah.
And I had to do it like so subtly that she wouldn't notice
That
it.
she wouldn't notice you
the
were
whole time
imitating
She's
her.
like, are you just making fun of me? And I'd be like, oh.
Who hasn't made fun of her entire life? Let's be real.
She did have a rich dad, though.
Of course.
Yeah, that's why she had that business.
Yeah. The garment district.
Yeah,
Doing
selling
garment
shitty.
things.
She gave me a bracelet. She said this is a $90 Indian bangle or something bracelet. It broke immediately. The beads started falling off. So it's all junk. She was selling junk.
She was selling junk under the guise of it being.
She would talk about she has these trips. She has to go to India. All these. Oh my god.
That whole building we were in was full of knockoff stuff.
Yeah.
Like, remember the cop showed up at one point and were taking boxes of fake Gucci stuff out of the building.
Whoa.
The whole building was like in the garment
stuff
district.
you see on the street where a guy like rolls out of a blanket.
Watches.
Gucci, Prada.
Gucci, Prada. Yeah, that's what it was.
All right, Ryan Nasser said, Hail, Chrissy. Opie should be scared because he needs a script like old media. Mr. Wife 5 said, hello, Ant-Man.
Hi.
Rhinoceros for 5 said, do you need envelopes to get syndicated?
Yes. You need envelopes. I need envelopes.
Johnny Love said, Anthony, do you know the new term that gangsters use for kills or buys that they have? Hats. I know little Yimmy would love that.
I never heard hats yet.
That doesn't
Yeah, I'm getting older. I'm not in on the hip.
I don't know about this.
Hip new lingo.
I don't know about no hats.
Well, 1920s Buffalo guy for 10 said, Ant-Man, how's the thorax hanging? Us army ants are out in full force tonight.
My thorax, my abdomen, my mandibles, my antenna, and my compound eyes. I am the Ant-Man.
The Looney Tunes critic said, seriously, he wears Stillwater cologne. I don't know that.
I know that line. It's from a movie or show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then the Looney Tunes critic for 10 said, there's nowhere else I'd rather be right now, and I definitely didn't have any plans this weekend. By the way, see that video of John at Stevie Tomatoes? You're welcome. The rumors of his stench are real.
I did see he's like across the bar and drinking, obviously.
Oh.
But
And then we got just a few here at the wire here. K-Max said, Anthony, what's your favorite video game to play on stream? Chrissy's yours too.
Among Us.
Oh, you're playing Among Us? Are you?
I haven't in a while.
Yeah.
But it's just very easy.
Call of Duty. Verdansk is out for Warzone, which is good. What's old is new again. And PGA 2K25 is pretty fun. If I want to get away from the fucking sweat of the first person shooter COD, which has just gotten insane. There used to be so much more relaxing, if I could even say that. Now it's constant. You're just you're constantly like,
I hate that.
You got to move around where everything's blurry. It's crazy, but I'm still playing.
Okay, there's still some more. Mayhem Bear for 10. Hi, Ant. Gavin's new best friend from Sullivan's. I tried to smooth things out with Owen and you. Gavin said it was handled. Sup?
I have no idea.
Well, that sounds very
Sounds serious.
sounds coded.
Did he fire you too?
Wiedenhoff said, great show. Ant is a gem. Happy birthday, Nick Kerr.
Nicholas. Nicholas.
Happy birthday, Nick.
Oh, that was a great clip. She finally realized what she said. And blew her mind. Awesome.
Beavisly Ray said, Stuttering John was threatening Carl and Shuli yesterday with 20 bikers. Nothing happened.
Oh, we did that.
Left.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we got that. Oh, so then there's just one more. Beavisly Ray said, Naga's bragging about how many hats they have now.
Hats. Oh, okay. So it's like, I got 5 hats.
Yeah.
And that means you killed 5
Kills.
people.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might stem from the no cap term. Like,
No cap.
yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Hats.
Like you're
Yeah.
not capping.
The funny thing is, they don't even get headshots. They're so bad at aiming.
Yeah.
It's always a body shot. 90% of their shots, they fix them at the trauma center in Chicago anyway. 20 shootings today with 2 deaths. It's like, step your numbers up. Get
Go
some
to
more
the range.
hats.
Practice a little.
Practice.
Do a show.
We got all the super chats.
Hooray. Thank you. Thank you for
Awesome.
staying through all that. It was,
I love it.
very kind.
Please. Where am I going?
Thank you, Fealty, for reading those out so professionally.
No
and
problem.
For calling
We
up
are
all
gonna-
the-
Reading is fundamental.
all the
We're going to
articles.
redirect to Chris Baldessano's karaoke.
Yes.
stream
What
after
better
this.
show to redirect you than
Oh,
Chris
very good.
Baldessano?
Yes, he's a very good singer.
Yes. Tell Chris that we sent you, please. And thank you. Oh my God. Thank you, Anthony, again.
Thank you, Chrissy.
If you're not watching and listening to Anthony on the various radio and shows, Compound Censored, I don't know
all over.
what you're even doing here.
Huge full page ad in the Post, by the way.
What?
Yeah. And it's like,
You should clip
it's
it.
the shows,
and
but
frame
it's
it.
the bottom is the biggest one. It's my picture. It says
Wow.
the
It
Anthonycumia
says, "Bitch,
show.
I'm back."
I'm back. I'm back, motherfuckers. Yeah.
So exciting.
Awesome.
Thank you guys, everybody, for watching. Thank you to the chat. Love you guys, and we'll see you next time.
Later.
Bye.
I hate goodbyes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Evan.
Goodbye, my darling.
Goodbye, Rorschach.
Goodbye, Eric.
Goodbye, Willie.
Good boy. Goodbye.
Goodbye, yogurt.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, David.
Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Ranger.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, bro.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Anderson. Goodbye, Clem.
Goodbye, brother.
Goodbye, Colonel.
Goodbye, old friend.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, Simba.
Goodbye, my friend.
Goodbye, Parzival.
Goodbye, my son.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, buddy.